the zone, breaking it down from her comfy throne. Smart as hell with a side of flair, politics sass and a killer stare. Crazy's lurking tail in the frame, chat's already playing their games. ThatDarnKitteh, sharp and bold, hot takes drop while the chaos unfolds. Truth with bite in the way, still showing up every streaming day. Brains and vibes, she leads the pack. Now buckle in, no looking back. ThatDarnKitteh, let's go!
Okay, guys, don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. It is a new camera, but I haven't sorted it out very well yet. This is the scuff, and I don't know. I don't know how it is. I'm using my phone, it's not old. It's an S24, as a webcam, but I can't really do much with it. And look, it's weird. I don't know which camera it's going to, but anyway, I'm trying it out. I'm not really comfortable with it at the moment, but if it's that weird, if it is weird for you, then I'll change it over right now. But yeah, here it is. This is me. I've just finally made it work. It was supposed to happen, so I don't know, it might be a little delayed as well. How's it going? It's a virtual camera, but it's plugged in. So I don't know. I don't know how to make it better, because it's a bit too realistic. Like literally, you can see the pores on my face, and you guys are used to seeing me at like 420. So looks fine to me. Is it okay? Okay. You have to say so. Hi everybody. Elon, yeah, Elon would not, first of all, married, but Elon wouldn't date someone unless he could make a baby to abandon. Yeah, and he's not going to make a baby with me. So there's that. That is why Elon Musk would reject me, guys. A change is as good as a holiday. Now get back to work. Morning, guys. Morning, wait. Yeah, look gorgeous. Thank you, peepers. That's your job to do. I would tell you if it looks bad. Thank you very much. So guys, I decided to do a slop stream today. Woo! Wait, hold on. Is my audio settings, how are they doing today? Steal speaker, yeah, stream. Okay, we're good. Hi Sparkles, is it looking okay? Okay, fine. So anyway, this is probably the clearest you've seen me. You can even see things in the background and stuff, so because I can't crop it. I'm not a paid chatter. How is it my job? It's your job as a human being. But as a nice human being. So I appreciate it. So what we're doing today is we're being React streamers. Okay, that's what we're doing. And I don't know why I always turn. You know what? I know why. I always turn. What's the name? What do you call it? I always turn it into a we situation so I can feel a little bit better. But no, it's just me. What do I define as slop? Okay, not as bad as you guys think. Even the paws are pretty. Paws! Wait. Paw. Even the paws are pretty. Get it? Okay, so I'm going to find things that we... okay, first of all, slop isn't supposed to make us happy. Okay, but so the thumbnail's kind of lying, whereas the description says we need to... I'm gonna try and find stuff that makes me happy. So I'm good with recommendations, but shall we start off with a normal, I don't know, maybe a normal, let's see, because a normal tech video that just makes me laugh, and then somehow we'll see if we go into some other stuff. I don't know if internet's, it's slop if you're reacting anyway. I can pretend to be happy. There you go. I'm down for we. Unless we do get paid. Whoopsie. Okay. Yeah, let's do our first presentation. It's a very tame video. Kitty is talking or taking off clothes. I didn't think it was that kind of stream. No, I got excited and it was warmed up. Okay, so we could do it this way now. No, like that. No, I should have this sorted out by now. Now it's on my nose. No, I don't like this camera, guys. It's pissing me off. I don't like it at all. Wait, let's go there. Yeah. Let's try. Okay, this is Sam time. Let me do Slop React. I'm a funny old dude. Send me this link, dude. Hold on. This is the first time that I'm doing Slop by myself. I want to try and see how I do it. Okay, so you can give me some recommendations. But hey, I'm looking for joy, right? And one of the channels that gives me joy is Sam Time. Do you know Sam Time? This is Sam Time.
iPhone 17 has leaked, has it? What? The iPhone 17 has leaked, has it? But
okay, that's Sam Time. Anybody here know him? He makes me very happy. Like I watch a Sam Time video and I smile. And then I was gonna write that in a comment the one time, and I was like, oh no, sorry, I'm gonna sound exactly like a bot but that's what bots do. I love him. He's got parodies. He's Australian, so it's funny. Okay.
But how did people know? It should have just looked like last year's phone. And the same as the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that.
I just got an iPhone 16. Shut up.
And hi there, I'm Sam Tucker from the recycling department. And you may have heard recently that details have leaked about Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 model.
So you guys think it's a normal tech video, but he makes jokes, guys. That's all he does. Aiden's husband would have a bunch of things to say about his face. Why? What's wrong with his face? As an Aussie, I hate this Aussie accent. Why, Creamage? What's wrong with it?
And you know what? Rather than waiting until September, I thought I'd just show it to you right here and now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the all-new iPhone 17. Now, this may look exactly like the existing iPhone, but that's because all the people with ideas don't work at Apple anymore. Yeah, we don't really make bold decisions anymore. We use the last of our courage on a headphone jack.
Courage.
But there are some subtle differences with the upcoming iPhone.
One of his best videos, but like his Aussie accents are hot, but this dude's isn't. No, it's fun. That's what it's for. He's not here to be hot.
Phone. Starting with the display, which is said to be 6.3 inches on the base model now, up from 6.1 inches. What's the reason for this erection or...
See? Funny jokes, guys. Get it?
Phone boner? Well, we're updating the screens to be the same ones in the iPhone Pros, which means 6.3 inches, an always-on display now, and...
I don't use always on display. Okay, well, actually, if I look at it, it's, I guess. I'm an iPhone person now. I was an Android girly. Planned adolescence is the most idiotic creation ever. Obsolescence, sorry, adolescence. Speaking of planned obsolescence, Wade, so I became an Apple person, and I tell you this sincerely. I was going to zoom in, but hey, here we are. This is what we're doing. I tell you this sincerely. My husband was happier with me getting an iPhone than the day we got married. I swear to God. He was so happy because I was an Android girl, and then I was like, fine, I'll try the iPhone. And he was so happy about it. So happy, in fact, that he got me another one for my birthday. Okay? So very much so, very happy about it. And so I started using an Apple Watch, all of the things. I was Apple girly, okay? Because I had Samsung, I had the Samsung, this is the Samsung camera, phone, and I had the smartwatches and everything. I was there. Now I've got this watch, and it's dying. I've never seen a piece of technology lose battery power, or battery health so quickly. This thing yesterday decided that it was gonna, like, usually if I charge before bed, it's fine. Boom! It was dead this morning. I'm like, what are you doing? What is it doing while I'm sleeping that it needs to now suddenly just become flat? And I'm telling you, it's that planned obsolescence bullshit. For effort though, the Android bros tried to hold on for long, but just failed. Well, I'm very upset with my watch because suddenly, I don't know, I need to turn like a million features off, I suppose. Anyway.
For the first time in a base iPhone, a 120 hertz refresh rate, which, just like the...
Listen, I'm not a fanboy of Apple. Like, I'm not like, oh yay, it's the new Apple, woohoo. It's more like, okay, well, yeah, okay, that's what's next. I'm okay with the good quality stuff, but this is the first time that the watch a product has zonked out on me. So, oh, it's old. I'm like, excuse me, it's in perfect condition. Look at this thing. The iWife is on the way. Is on the way. Better watch out.
Nuances.
Get it? You would get it.
In The Godfather can only be noticed by the most manly of eyes. You see how that's smoother?
No, I can't see how it's smoother. Nobody could see how it's smoother. Nobody should care about that. I've literally never heard of anyone noticing that.
We need
Yes, that's basically me.
to watch The Godfather. I need to explain some nuance.
No.
Also, with Face ID components getting more compact, the dynamic island could be getting smaller, perhaps even becoming a dynamic dot. However, you might not.
Dynamic Island pisses me off with certain apps. But is your husband Apple fanboy? Not really. Okay, yeah, okay. He is. He likes Apple. But I guess he's not like, Apple's the best. He'll still... He goes through these periods where suddenly he's criticizing Apple because some app doesn't work the way he expects it. And that is the big deal. And then he like starts considering getting an Android. And then he picks up the Android, this Android that's filming me now. He picks that up, tries to set it up, deletes all my shit off the phone, and then, oh, what happens? No, I can't handle this. I just can't work with this phone anymore. Okay.
Not be able to tell, because rumors are we might just black out the sides again using software. That way we don't...
Using software, so we'll just have this. My orange works best. Your orange? Hey, clips a lot. But is your husband? Yeah, okay.
have to reprogram all those dynamic bubble animations.
Dynamic bubble. Yeah.
Or perhaps maybe we will make it a small dot, but only on the more expensive Pro models. Because
That what's the name? Wallpaper is exactly the same as what I've got on the Samsung right now.
that is so Apple. We'll also be fitting in a better 24 megapixel selfie camera in that area, which will make it easier for Tim to see you. Because the rumoured Health Plus app coming will be able to watch you work out and then judge your performance using AI. And
Oh my god, I don't want that. VIPs get a dot, yeah. No, I don't want that watching me. Look, I was very cool the other day because I actually got my workout to play by AirPlay on the TV. So I was like, oh yeah, look at me, first world girl, like with what doing my Pilates with my workout, not on my phone, just leaning against something on the big TV. And now you're telling me it's gonna start watching my performance and telling me how bad or good I was. No, I don't want that. I just want to work out. It's difficult enough to work out.
perhaps even use AI to help with diet and food.
Over AI, guys. Also, just setting this phone up yet again, because we have to redo it. Setting it up, AI this, AI that. Just let me use the fucking phone and I'll let you know when I want to use AI. I'll let you know when I have a question. That's it. Stop looking at what I'm doing on my phone to figure out what I might need next. No, I'll tell you. You're a robot. Let me tell you what to do.
Tracking. And AI is great at suggesting what to eat. No problems there. Quartz. Very salty today.
Guys, actually, speaking of which, yeah, Sir Pebblesworth is joining us for the React stream today. So he could be the one rock that I eat today, but I won't eat him. It's a good bee.
Wow. So, while changes might be happening on the outside, on the inside, it's looking like business as usual. As there's rumoured to be no chip upgrade in the iPhone 17 at all, no battery upgrade, and no rear camera upgrade. But
I get the new phone. That's exactly. I got this, and Gordon was like, "Are you excited about it? Whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a new phone." He's like, "It's basically the same as the old one." And like, "No, yeah, you put them close together. You can see that. True, but it's new. Okay, it means it won't die." But yeah, I'm not going to get a new phone for a very, very long time because I've been spoiled rotten. What to eat, what to think, how to Pilates, no more thinking. Great. Absolutely, Wade. Like, well, why should you think? Like, I don't know how to look at my screen anymore. I don't know how to write a text. Please tell me how to write this text.
we will.
It's going to be AIs talking to each other. So, ooh, that's giving me an idea. Wait, there you go. We're going to look at what's a dead internet theory. Let's do that next.
Invest in at least one new colour. And no, not the cool one. The upcoming iPhone 17. Everything you ever wanted will be coming in the next one. Subscribe today.
See, I love him. Subscribe today. And then he does these little things at the end.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. So, what feature do you want Apple to ignore in the next iPhone? Let me know what feature you'd like to see in the comments below, because Apple, they don't want to hear about it. And subscribe to the channel for more tech news and parodies. And check out my dynamic island.
He's so cute. Check out my dynamic island. He also did liquid ass because liquid what is it called? Dead internet? Is it internet theory? Okay. Who shall we watch? Woofer, all time. You're being manipulated. I don't know if we want Peterson telling us about the dead internet. That was 3 years ago. Okay, let's do the latest one. Let's see, for not this week, this month, this year. Okay, let's do dead internet this year. State of the dead internet. Anyone recognize any of the channels here? Some ordinary gamers. Metaphysical. 2 weeks ago. Let's see.
In 2021, on the Agora Rhodes Macintosh Cafe forum, a shocking theory was put forward. A theory.
Most of the internet is fake. Who are you? Are you guys real? I know Darling's real because Darling can draw. But then again, AI has improved. We're all getting old. Yes, that's a thing. Everybody every day gets older out here. Hey, IJP, liquid what? Liquid ass. I recognize ordinary games. Oh, okay. Okay, so Weirdson.
So jarring and ahead of its time that today it's even more relevant than it was then, especially with the emergence of AI.
Yeah, you're fake, and I mean, AI can make all those kayaking images. Oh shit, it's Mutahar? Okay, duh. Okay, I didn't even know I just know him as that. Can't believe he's called Ordinary Gamer. Oh shit, best reaction person ever. Hey, Penguin, I know him. Okay.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and do you sometimes feel lonely on the internet? Do you think there's a lot less of me and you and more of the people speaking ones and zeros? I'm talking about bots, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today we're looking into something known as the dead internet theory. Now, you've probably heard about this from your favorite horror spooky channels, but to be real with you, from a technical perspective, what we're looking at is not so much a theory. Again, like I said,
it's very interesting that you had to speak very small. Well, this is React content, guys. This is what you freaking you get. Gordon is AI. If Gordon was AI, I would be done. I would be dead because it's just I'm not an efficient partner to have.
It's an objective reality. Now, dead internet theory is one theory that had its initial showcase in 4chan's paranormal board. So if you actually look into the original
4chan, who does that?
post here real quick. One user writes, "Hey, I'd like to talk, or rather tell you about certain suspicions, hunches, and experiences I've had, and I'm sure some of you as well. Similar themes have been written about across image boards quite a few times, so I know I'm not alone in this." So obviously their background.
Okay, hold on. Before we continue, because listen, this is reaction content. Fine, it's my reaction. Okay, but I want to know about your reaction when you hear dead internet theory. Tell me in the chat. I would like to know. Do I speak German? No. I can understand a few words of it because sometimes it coincides with Dutch, which coincides with Afrikaans, which I can speak. If you guys also notice with the new camera, you can see all of Daisy's little fur. This is all Daisy on the microphone, guys. Hey, Sugar Bear! I wonder if you're real too. React harder, please. RJP, we are here for the slop. This is going to make you feel 100 times better. It's even better than yesterday because I'm not even taking notes. You know what? If you guys can find me a video that you think will tempt me to want to diagram it, that then and I have to, you know, one those things is what was it? Try not to laugh. Mine will be try not to react, not react. Try not to try not to diagram challenge. Okay.
Background is something of an old person. They've seen it all. They started going on 4chan in 2006 and followed the roads of the internet as many people in that early era did. So some of the points that they brought up was the internet feels empty and devoid of people. It is.
Let's see if there's any dead internet comments. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, those are real people. Let's just see the newest. Like this I would say, this is a bot. Like when you see this kind of username, I'm like, bot. But is it also maybe from people hiding their emails and things? I don't know if that's it. Because sometimes when I get a notification, it'll say something like somebody's name and then like a weird name. And then you go onto the app and it's a different handle in there. I don't know. It's weird. These are all people's. But you put numbers in and then I'm going to start wondering about you. You look here. Wow, this video is good. Are AI partners ethical? What do you think? I suppose they're ethical, but they're just not. No, I guess they're not ethical because they can also just be exploited. You can exploit. Watch Black Mirror if you want to talk about whether any piece of technology is ethical. But I guess you could say, hey, subscription. Sorry, what's happening? I don't have my alerts didn't go off. StreamYard's not working. Anyway, ethical, yeah. I don't know. Good, no. Do you think? I don't know. I think some people would say it's good. There is a. Okay, we're gonna have to, guys. I need to get my little book. Okay, but are they real? No, they're not real. They're just an assimilation of a similarity, a mockery, a mimicry of humans. I need to get my little book because that is how we're going to deal with. Look, it's not diagnosed ADHD, but I think it is. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm doing this whole thing where I write down the ideas I get. Yes, we've seen that, right? And then later on I go and work on them. That never really happens. But yes, just go and get the fucking book is what I mean. Okay. Maybe Daisy, come and sit here. Sit on me. Go. Didi. Daisy. Daisy's tail lurking in frame. Chat's already playing the games. Zax, why aren't you asleep? Diagonal ADHD? Yeah. Smash the like button. Yes, smash it. Daisy is up there. Maybe you can see her in a better. Daisy! There's her tail. There you go. Her tail's in the frame again. Voice of an angel. It's early, kitty. Oh, okay. Hey, Sturgeon. Been a while. Been like a week or two. Okay, let's go. Let's react. Worst react content person ever. But point is, I got the book so I could write things. So basically, then I'm telling you my strategy. So every day, I have to date it because otherwise you just land up with random words all over the place, which is what I did before. Daisy, show everyone how cute you are by looking there. Oh, look at this autofocus. What a gal. Yeah. Toots. Okay. You might be reacting too hard. Sorry. Is it too loud? Daisy, so yes, for point is we write this down, and what I want to do is Reddit. Reddit stuffs. There's so much to do on the internet. Cute kitty. She is a cute kitty. She is the cutest. Daisy, go there. Look there. That's a girl. Daisy's tail in the frame. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, Daisy, you're getting in our way, gal. Okay.
It's also devoid of content. Compared to the internet of, say, 2007 and beyond, the internet of today is entirely sterile. Wow. Again, this was posted in 2019, so pretty relatively close to our time right now.
Before AI explosion, I should install a cat toy. She won't play with it. She wants to play with me. And you know what she wants? This. He's a girl. He's a girl.
There's nowhere to go and nothing to do, see, read, or experience anymore. It all imploded into a handful of normal sites and these empty husks we inhabit. Yes, the internet may seem gigantic, but it's like a hot air balloon with nothing inside. Some of this is absolutely the fault of corporations and government entities. However, that doesn't explain the followings. So they started to list some...
Okay, so the whole idea is that what is dead internet? Well, what's a live internet? What is a live internet? What is living internet? Hey, Daisy. Living internet is all the cat videos because that's what has kept the internet going for many, many years. It was a whole bunch of communities, basically, a whole bunch of sites. I suppose the internet is social media now. I guess that's what it is. It is social media. So when you search, you're probably going to get, you're probably just going to get posts. A lot of the time when you're asking a question, this cat is live, right? This chat is live, right? Yes. See, you see, this is how we get all the fur all over the microphone. You see this? Okay. For some reason, you're not reacting to Tim debating Leon. I feel like you're trolling. No, that has to be hundreds of dollars worth of super chats before we react to that.
Bullet points over here and said, I used to be in perpetual contact with a solid number of people across multiple sites. Across the years, each and every one of them vanished without a trace.
Yeah, I suppose. So what websites did you used to frequent when you were there you go. When you were an internet baby? I used to have Quizilla. I wonder if Quizilla's still up. Let's check something. Quizilla, there were other things. Where's Quiz? What else did I used to go on? Not Quizilla Pro. Oh. CNET's Pro. Fan lore. Much of fan attraction to Quizilla can be understood in the context that fans often gather online in spaces. Yes, it was like fandom-inspired puzzles. Yes. As much as I miss Quizilla, I'm kind of glad it's dead. No! Okay, so I used to do Quizilla, LimeWire, World of Warcraft forums, used to go to the incel book thing back in the day. What's that, Wade? Facebook? What do you mean, incel book? Bang Bus, it's just YouTube, really. Newgrounds, Instagram sucks now. Didn't it always suck? Instagram is just shorts now. It's all about reels. Okay.
None of them were
Where else were you? Where else was I? Okay, so there was Bebo. Did anyone go on Bebo? It sucks way more. Okay. What else did I do? Obviously there was MySpace. It was like, okay, before like 2019 for the most part. Instagram. Okay. What did I also do? YouTube, I started going on a lot. But I was actually I wasn't on YouTube as much as most people. It took me a little while to get into YouTube. Now it's most of the TV I watch.
into poll stuff.
I went on what other websites? Come on, Shinsia. Now it's all StreamYards and things like that. Live Journal and MySpace and AIM, then Facebook. Bro crash out. Just saying hi, but watching a really good movie right now. Okay, tell us what movie it is, but thank you. Bye, X Music.
Stuff or anything remotely questionable or controversial. They all just vanished in a puff of smoke. Yeah, their friends just disappeared. One day they were online, the next day their accounts just ceased to exist, I guess. I've seen the same threads, the same pictures, the same replies, posted over and over across the years to the point of me seeing it as unremarkable. Simply put, thread A would be posted in, say, 2015, and would get its share of replies or pics on, say, Co and A. And then there was the very same thread with the same text, pics, and replies would appear in 2016. Again, this is this person's actual.
Okay, that's their experience. Have you experienced that where you've seen a repeat thread basically? I saved a bunch of music videos when I started watching YouTube before they all got taken down. Good ones, Ducks. The Onion has always been funny. It used to be especially funny. Yeah. Porn documentary on Funny or Die. Okay. How is 4chan? I guess I'm the only 4. Yeah, you are the only 4chan, the Jen. Hey, MSK. When were you? Well, no, you're too young. You weren't on the original internet. Never mind.
Understanding and their own personal experiences.
The diagram of your sex life is just one circle, and it says MSK.
So while this post is very, very long, I wanted to look at one actual, post that pretty much summarized this in the best way possible.
But yes, chat, tell me if you have actually seen a repeat thread where you're like, oh, I've seen this before.
From a website known as agoraroad.com. On this forum, there was one post known as the Dead Internet Theory. Most of the internet is fake, and this was posted in 2021. Again, close to our time in relative, present nature. Now, this was posted by an account known as Illuminati Pirate. And of course, they said, we're living in the 90s. I love this actual image, by the way. Can't you forget?
I wouldn't mind living in the 90s again. Okay, just not as a child, but let's go back there.
In the old classic days of Windows, before we had the monstrosity that it is today. So TL
Pilot jumps in and says, hey, what's up? The internet's not fake. I'm real.
Large proportions of the supposedly human-produced content on the internet are actually generated by artificial intelligence networks in conjunction with paid, secret media influencers in order to
why am I not getting paid to put slop on the internet? Paid media influencers. I can put so much shit on the internet. But I guess it's saturated. Everybody else has other shit. But I mean, just give me a try.
manufacture consumers for an increasing range of newly normalized cultural products. So while looking past that original post, which was just, again, copied from 4chan, the next thing was a set of conspiracies that honestly kind of opened my eyes a little bit. Now, in 2004, they referenced something known as LifeLog, and this was canceled. Facebook literally came into being soon after. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what LifeLog was, the goal of it from DARPA, which is the Defense Advanced
Wait, this research is. Oh god, he scrolled.
Research Projects Agency of the
This is Mudahar.
DoD, it was supposed to compile a massive electronic database of every activity and relationship a person engaged in, and that would include credit card purchases, websites visited, the content of telephone calls and emails sent and received, scans of faxes and postal mail sent and received, instant messages sent and received, effectively logging every single thing somebody ever did on the internet, just down to, again, from beginning all the way to end. So,
Remember the LifeLog app? And my accentless Indian brother. He has an accent. He's American or Canadian or whatever he is. He knows the DARPA acronym. I'd trust him. I've seen articles that are similar that people write about subjects but not complete copies. Yeah, those ones, those are articles, listicles, all of those things. That's also why AI is just all about freaking lists. Every single time you ask it a question, it'll list things for you.
So when LifeLog was canceled, it was canceled around February 4th, 2004. Now, Facebook as a company, when we look at when it was...
So they canceled, it's a conspiracy. They canceled LifeLog and they're like, no, we bring it out as Facebook. But Bebo was there as well, and so was MySpace. That could have easily been used for this.
Was founded real quick. Oh, February 4th, 2004 they were founded. That was a... pretty happy coincidence that a website literally designed to catalog your activities on the internet and, again, for you to log aspects of your life was literally made. So between 2004
they got us.
and 2012, they pointed out, and the NSA, the National Security Agency, picked up DARPA's project under the Total Informational Awareness Project.
Why are you redeeming? You know what? That's another thing we can react to. Scammers. Favorite. I'm trying to think of things that aren't political. Jeez, and scammers is good.
So there's a link to this New York Times post where it says giving in to the surveillance state. And again, this is posted behind a paywall with the actual
Gonna keep you on
New York Times. A paywall that I do not care to actually jump into. But again, if we just look up what the Total Information Awareness really is, this was a mass detection program by the US Information Awareness Office.
I don't think Facebook was designed to keep track of the internet. People need to rewatch The Social Network. Sheesh. Exactly. I don't know. I like Kitboga, yeah. But have you seen that lately on Kitboga's channel? They've been it seems like an abundance of bots that are going there and saying Kitboga's fake and what more than normal people used to go and say.
Based on the
Hold on. Look at this diagram. Okay, I know this is it's PowerPoint. Fine. Detect, classify, identify, track, understand, preempt. So this is all about I think that's cybersecurity and risk management. Authentication, biometric data, automated. Like, I know that your this is just I'm not happy with this diagram. Now that's a diagram. No, it's not. It's not a good one. Multi-agency. So how does this work? Okay, so it's a cycle of some sort. Authentication, biometric data, which is face, fingerprints, gait. Yes, we've got gait now. Your hair color, it looks particularly more brownish today. Oh, I changed my camera. So it's very weird. I know that you're seeing me in a very different way than you've never seen me. So I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Diagrammasaur would know. So the automated virtual data repositories, so cool. Automated, so that goes in. Privacy and security, okay. And everything goes into your automated virtual data repository. What? Oh, by the way, they see in terms of where it is, the circle, the big circle, collaborative multi-agency analytical environment. They just didn't think about the spacing of that circle, so they're just like, well, here's the arrow, okay, there, and then Intel data, and then decisions. And by the way, it's all the total information. This does look like one of my diagrams. Kitty is AR confirmed. Tech color. I haven't been able to. I can put filters and things on it through OBS, but then it's also a little bit laggy because it is a phone being used as a camera. Daisy.
Concept of predictive policing. That sounds like
Okay, yeah, in Minority Report, we're gonna precog do.
Minority Report. Jesus Christ. The program modeled specific information sets in the hunt for terrorists around the globe. I mean, literally, this is Minority Report. TIA's goal was to revolutionize.
Listen, when it comes to terrorism, I suppose we're okay with Minority Reporting terrorists because you gotta stop them from planning their stuff.
The ability to detect, classify, and identify foreign terrorists and decipher their plans to preempt and disrupt any terrorist activity. I mean, literally, they would just do predictive analysis and test human behavior to see who would attack the USA and who wouldn't. Now, before we go further down that list that's going to scare the hell out of us, ladies and gentlemen, to give you one quick idea about the internet as a whole, the actual amount of traffic that exists is pretty much actually proven by science that it is more bot traffic than actual human traffic.
Oh my god, I'm getting out of marketing then. I'm staying out of digital marketing. I'm off to work. Have a good sesh, Kitty and the cats. See you, Wade. Enjoy your day. Have a good day. And think about the dead internet. I don't know. Think about the cat. Yeah, Daisy, look up and say hello.
That exists on the internet. So you might have read this report about bots are taking over the internet, and
yeah, I totally read that report. That's what
effectively you might have heard the actual idea that nearly half of all of the internet traffic in 2023 came from bots, and that number.
So you sit there as your as the digital marketing agency person, and you're like, this is how many people came to your website, and then they go, but why were there no sales? Like, because they weren't real. Is that what you're going to say? Is that what you're going to say as a digital marketer? I had to research it to really confirm it was AR. I got some video of a lion going into a grocery store, and I won't lie, it nearly got me. The one with the kids in the flying out of the jumping castle was supposed to get me. It did not. But yeah, it's irritating. AR videos are irritating me, actually. Until I don't know, I can't notice them, I can't pick them up, then yeah, I suppose.
Steadily increases year after year. So one of the reports from this group known as Imperva, which is again in the cybersecurity field, they analyzed the activity from 3 sources. One is a bad bot, one is a good bot, and one is human traffic. So obviously, human traffic,
I want that tool for clients. Okay. Gosh, this is gonna need to be quicker.
Was at least 52.6%. But that meant 30.2% and 17.3% respectively belong to, bad bots and good bots. Unfortunately,
who makes these bots and why? What are they getting from it though? What are they getting from it? I suppose soft power? They're influencing the way people think the crowd is moving?
The bad bots were a little higher than the good bots. In fact, not a little, but, well, substantially higher. So they said that out of all internet traffic in 2022, 47.4% was automated traffic, also commonly referred to as bot, compared to 42.3% in 2021. What they also said was the percentage of human traffic continued a downward trend. So in 2021, they were 57.7% of all the traffic was actually human.
Yeah, because everybody just goes to the same websites now. We're just on YouTube and, did I take this? I don't know. Might be double dosing now. We're just on it in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. So that's our internet now. We don't have websites. We don't go on websites.
Generated. And that number went down to 52.6% in 2022. So what is a good bot and what is a bad bot necessarily? Yeah. So to give an idea, a bot.
Good bots come from God. Bad bots come from evil. Devil guy.
In general, is just a software application that just performs automated tasks on the internet. So a good bot.
Ooh, can't bots be AI scrapers trying to get data? I suppose it can be, but then you would just need to make some sort of exception so that it doesn't track that traffic, or they can at least put that traffic as automated. Like in your analytics, at least put that in automated.
Bot in this situation. A good bot is something like Googlebot, for instance, or Bingbot. So search engine bots whose job it is to index websites so that you and I can search for them on the internet and basically get to them easily. That's an example of a pretty good bot. Now, according to, obviously Imperva, a bad bot is a software application that runs automated tasks with malicious intent. So basically these bots
See? Malicious intent. It is. They're not agnostic.
just scrape data from websites without any form of permission. Kind of sounds similar to all these AI tools that exist, right? That literally just scrape all the information made on the internet, throw them into their algorithms, throw them into their models, and just use it to regurgitate information all over the internet, right? So
Yeah, it's your personal internet.
what these bots are used for are things like, for instance, scalping, right? So all those bots that just purchase all the tickets and those PlayStations immediately, and then the reseller just basically goes on the internet or the scalper and just sells them for exorbitant prices. Yeah, they're using bots to basically perform those automated tasks.
Now I know, because one of my questions was, why are they doing it? What do they get from it? That's what they get.
Such as buying products on the internet. But then again, it also includes things like DDoSing, which again, if you don't know, is a distributed denial of service, meaning that if somebody wants to take down websites, they use an army of bots to effectively launch negative, malicious traffic and take down websites, servers, and just people from the internet. So there is a lot of criminality that exists, and unfortunately, that
I love that Mudahar's camera also goes out of focus all the time.
automated level of traffic, those bots, a good chunk of them, unfortunately, are the bad variety. Now, the thing is, obviously, this isn't a good statistic, right? And it's only going to get way worse than you can expect, right? In the next
What are we going to do? Everything's always going to get worse. What are we going to do? You're going to have to be a human and react with me. We will siphon through the internet. That's how it's going to be.
couple months, Apple is about to launch something known as Apple Intelligence, at least in the United States. And this allows people to access generative AI and tons of these AI models through their actual iPhones. But it's not just that. You've got ChatGPT, you've got, Meta's AI, every single
And it's killing your computer. Okay? I don't want my computer to be using its resources to look at what's on my computer while I'm doing stuff. I can ask it, hey, look at my computer and answer this question. I'm okay with you doing that if it's relevant, but I don't need you constantly using resources to try and anticipate what I'm going to fucking do, because my computer's not built for that.
tech company these days has an artificial intelligence that you can tap into that's entire job is to generate information, or at least in terms of generative AI, make videos or at least images down the road, which means that a lot of information that is going to be generated is probably going to be AI slop that, obviously we can see, remnants of today, which we'll get into. But again,
yeah, it's all going to be, what's the name there? Basically, it's all going to be, we're going to go further and further and further away. All the iterations, we're going to lose the real stuff, I suppose. If the models are just being trained on themselves, aren't we going to get like an attenuation of substance? Isn't it just going to start losing it?
Again, the other aspect of it is obviously those bad bots we just talked about, whose entire job is to scrape information off the internet for human information that they can put into their models to train. That's just going to get even worse, okay? As more and more AI algorithms and tools exist, the more scraping is going to happen for that dying and dwindling human traffic that is being generated. I personally theorize that number of bots is going to increase to a point where the internet is literally going to be, like 80% bot traffic, and very, very small percentage of it is going to be humans, okay? And ultimately, if there's not going to be any people on the internet, then what is the point of letting automated scripts effectively run the tool we created to share information amongst actual human beings? So what kind of...
Okay. I'm going to listen to you while I go to sleep. Good night, Nicholas. I hope that I don't yell too loud for you, and you do go to sleep. Incestuous data. There you go. Yeah. His light level is so low, it's probably harder to keep focus. Yeah. But I don't know. I suppose we'll be in chats and things like that. I suppose that's why maybe it's appealing to sit with someone, but to sit while someone is streaming, because essentially you're in a call and you're just having real time interaction with them, and I don't know. You can see who's a real person when you're in chat, at least for now. So he's talking about like just going on the internet and never knowing. Or just going on the internet and it'll all be bots. And what will that user experience be like? Will it be like being in the comment section of a big channel on YouTube? When you go to comments, if a big YouTuber, or not even, you don't even have to be massive, but if a big YouTuber uploads, you remember we used to go first, first when you go and you put your comment because you first. Well, now the first 3 comments will be from bots immediately as they upload, and they're going to say, "I love your content," and they're going to have 4 emojis or whatever. Mutaha, tell me why that exists. Why is that a thing?
AI bot slop information exists on the internet. For instance, one of the actual perfect examples of the dead internet theory is this subreddit right here. Now, if you haven't heard about Sup Simulator GPT-2, to give you an idea about what this is a subreddit in where every single post is generated automatically using the GPT-2 language model by OpenAI. So this entire subreddit, if you're looking at it real carefully, all the comments, all of the subreddit topics have been made by actual artificial intelligence, right? So for instance, this one post right over here where I think they talk about chicken tikka masala. So right here, right, this one guy posted 6 months ago, this bot, how to make chicken tikka masala, right? Chicken tikka masala make it, okay? Like just speak about it in complete, like just go full native. But then read the comments to this right over here, okay? Since a bot is posting it, what we are actually about to witness is fucking bot traffic interacting with bots, okay? There's no human element here. So in response to a non-existent video, this bot says, wow, they basically just used a microwave. What were they thinking? Maybe they thought it was safe and tasty. If they wanted to make it safe and tasty, they should have boiled it first. A lot of those guys are like, this is great. Thank you for sharing. I'm a student and I'm trying to learn how to make my own food. And this is the first video I found with the title, How to Make Blank. And it's actually very helpful. So immediately you can see all the punctuation is perfect. And if it's one thing that tells you this is bot traffic, there is no source of conflict here, okay? Nobody's arguing with each other. Like literally nobody is doing Reddit properly.
No. Bots do argue. They do. Eventually, if you give them the right thing, the way that they interact will get to conflict. But I suppose, yeah, okay, in these examples, there's no fuck you going on. But when they are trained on that's what happens on Reddit. So you see that's why certain models trained on Reddit and things like that are just absolute savages.
Reaction when a girl gets hit by her dad. All right, we're getting a little dark over here already. Immediately we jump from chicken tikka masala to domestic violence. But again, if you read the comments, it's even wilder. 4chan's bot goes, if you don't get to the front page of the subreddit within a month, you're a insert slur. I know, I am that slur. You're a FT. You're just not an FT. All right, the bot's starting to like die out over here. So yeah, we're getting to the point where, you know, we're replicating 4chaners at this point too. So yeah, you know, all of that information that you saw here was literally generated by artificial intelligence. But it's not just that, ladies and gentlemen, it gets even wilder. Now,
What's Slop? Slop is watching other people who work on their content much harder, and reacting to it. So they make their content, and you just react to it, and that's your content. That's what Slop is. Whereas, at least what I was trying to do with the diagram is that I was trying to learn from it. Did you see a flame war between Neurosummer and Grok on Twitter? No. But it is pretty funny with Grok. People you go on any contentious tweet. People, Grok, is this true? Grok, tell them this. Grok, whatever. Like they try and deploy Grok against the person's tweet.
One of the things I noticed on, you know, sites like Twitter, for instance, before I, you know, stopped using it, was there was just a lot of bot usage. And I think everyone can agree, no matter where you are, there was just a lot of bots that existed on the platform. More so than, you know, when Elon even took over. It just became a huge problem. So one good example of this is this one BBC post where they talk about the Ukrainian war, right? So it's just a BBC post, or just linking to their, like, actual news report. And then one random account, Mabel Hamilton, with like a full profile picture, this obvious bot-looking handle, writes, sorry, but I can't generate a response based on the prompt you provided. Like,
you gotta keep that out, guys. Tactical Grok incoming. Yes, diagramming are quite helpful. They are helpful, Duck.
Basically patently just explaining to everyone that it is in fact a bot that exists on the internet just to serve fake engagement. I think one really good example of actual AI generated imagery, or just AI effectively clogging up the internet and making it seem more dead than it really is, or actually turning the internet dead, is something known as insane AI Facebook slop. Okay, now you've probably seen handles of this on the internet, people sharing. It's a whole subgenre. So literally you go to like,
this is what your auntie on Facebook is looking at. This is what's happening. Like this it's all. This is why I can't go on Facebook. People were like, "Oh, I wished you happy birthday on Facebook." I was like, I can't because of this shit that's on there.
Like Facebook, and like on random pages, there'll just actually be AI images. So this one image is literally artificial intelligence. No house looks like that. Like if you took 5 seconds to actually zoom in and look at this house, it doesn't make sense. But at least in this mind, you've seen that 2.6 thousand accounts have interacted with this, but somehow it only has 49 comments and 152 shares. So that number is grossly disproportionate to the amount of people that have apparently interacted with it. Even on YouTube, like if you actually look at actual like content around on the platform, you'll find out very quickly there's plenty
the thumbnails. Good lord.
Plenty of channels that are quite literally just AI slop that exists, right? For instance, there's one video that is like the most feared kid in prison. Now, this is by a channel known as Deadly Quest, and it's 35 minutes long. So if you look at the actual, if you actually look at the thumbnail for it,
there's this one channel that I started seeing, and like basically all it does is it takes Jordan Peterson and puts Jordan Peterson voice things, like his voice, his AI over things. It's creepy. I don't like it, and it pisses me off.
Clearly, this is AI generated, okay? So if you click onto the video over here, YouTube is supposed to identify if videos are actually AI generated in some capacity, but I don't really see that identifier anywhere. In fact, if I go to the comments over here, I don't see anything of that nature.
Remember when that happened, when people were like, you have to, if you've generated something that you have to identify that your content that you're putting up is AI generated if it's making something look like something else looking weird. You're making someone look like they said something that they didn't, all of that stuff.
Sure. So maybe they didn't like either flag it as that, but if you look at it, the comments are turned off. You got 3.6 thousand likes, which makes no sense for a video that got 1 million views. So it was posted on September 11, 2023. Well, it was a tragedy, that's for sure.
World where ruthless children exist beyond fiction, from the Bever
Hates it. Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that voice.
brothers to Mary Bell, young perpetrators of unimaginable horrors, showing no remorse for their heinous acts.
So then when the JCS crime, I think it was, he used an AI voice, and people were like, they love your content, they love the content, but please get rid of that voice. We want your voice instead. And even though his voice is rather AI-ish, a normal AI voice just pisses you off.
Are in abundance.
So it's like a listicle video where they obviously looked up like, most insane children trials on the internet, evil kid trials, probably looked up some fucked up shit, made a listicle video out of it, and obviously the narration, as you're hearing, is not an actual human being. I would bet every single dollar that I have to my name that was obviously an AI narration. But again, you start to look into it, it's a pretty huge industry, right? Like some of these videos get like 500,000 views. He is the most feared
But who watches these? I guess it's your auntie. Yeah.
child in prison. I wonder how much of this like actual narration was done entirely. I wonder how much of the script was just all AI generated stuff. Like they bought a subscription to ChatGPT, generated it, and these videos have become huge. Like it's an entire massive thing. And if you start to read the comments over here, you literally see that the human beings that have interacted will say it's astonishing how the narrator can tell a 30-word story with 130,000 words. The repeating got annoying. This could have been interesting if it had not been repeating over and over and over again. But yet, it's an incredibly popular era of content, like 500,000 views for something generated entirely, I would assume, mostly, if not all, by just AI stuff. Again, it's not a human being making it, it's all just bot traffic. It's all just bot-made shit. Obviously, the internet of yesteryears, like if you look at just some of these websites, like Hanson's page, I mean, shit, the best example that I can bring right over here is good old John Titor's website. Back in the day, the internet of yesterday used to look much like this, okay? Literally, you would just find hoaxes like John Titor, because obviously time travel is not proven by this magician. You'll find out, they start talking about things like U.S. Like, this was the original point, reading insane schizo conspiracy theories about time-traveling U.S. government shit. War.
Yes, and it would be on a weirdly formatted website just like that. That's it.
From the future would be written like this, and this was not AI, this was a human being coming up with stuff like this. I mean, you're talking about back in the day when, again, the oldest of the internet used to be, before websites were a thing, people would connect to things like these BBSs, for instance, where human beings, not bots, would interact and share video games, share files with each other. I mean, shit, back in the day, you used to be able to learn Klingon on the internet and get a whole license for it. I mean, that website still exists. This is one of the oldest running websites, an actual Klingon language.
You know which website's really old looking? Is George R.R. Martin's website. So if you guys want to go back in time, go to George R.R. Martin's website.
But again, beyond just slop and AI stuff on the internet, one of the other things about the dead internet theory was a conspiracy that maybe it was the government that was effectively controlling the way human beings would think. So to give an idea about it, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we're getting into some conspiratorial stuff here, and my favorite part of this conspiracy is mentioning a game known as Metal Gear Solid 2. So one of the best monologues in Metal Gear Solid 2 towards the end of the game is when the AI, and again, major spoilers for a game that is super duper old, by the way, the game actually starts to detail artificial intelligence, controlling the flow of information and what kind of information you read. And
you know what? This is supposed to make me feel better. Being part of the slop is supposed to make me feel better, as in like being part of, not AI slop, that's a different kind, but just reacting is supposed to make me happier. This is not happening.
See on the internet, which is harrowingly similar to the stuff that we've seen.
I need to pee pretty badly, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this video with that.
Literally just happened to us in the last few years. Watch this.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible.
The AI, no, nobody's arguing yet. So we know that they're real.
Of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial
The music in the background.
soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap. If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Censor the net. The net. Yes, the interwebs.
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human
That's Siri landing it, speaking in there.
genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of
Content, but to create
filtered state
misinterpretation.
never
This is Inception, guys. Look at all of this. He's watching content. I'm watching him watch content.
current digitized world. Trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down
I don't like it. Okay, yeah, it's all happening, and it will only slow down social rate of evolution.
social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create.
A few years ago, my dad was talking to me about something very serious, but he said, surf the web, and it was very hard not to laugh. It is very easy to censor because everything is censorized. Yeah, like, so, I mean, your videos, as in like the videos, the movies, like I'm like, shit, am I ever going to be able to watch the original Lion King properly? Because they put this, and I'm not talking about the, oh no, we're never going to have the 2D available, but they ruined the 2D one. This is not censorship, but they added a song in, and I don't know why they did that. And I had it on DVD, and that was it. But I'm wondering if eventually I'm not going to have access to the original Lion King without "This is the morning report." Fuck.
Context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
So this monologue, which is probably the most profound 7 to 8 minutes of content in Metal Gear Solid 2 that one will ever see, comes from a video game that launched, around 2000, 2001 for the PlayStation 2. Pretty much predicted the future of artificial intelligences, corralling and basically guiding human beings into feeds that probably, that they would waste tons of their time on. So for instance, if you go onto the internet and you go to like any website, whether it be YouTube, whether it be
You've never heard that about the Lion King? You've never heard the morning report? What, that it's an example of censorship? It's not an example of censorship. There's more profound stuff than that, casual mutter. Let's just check here. I'm just saying why it was added. The morning report. I think it's because it was part of the play. I mean the stage play. That's why they put it into the movie. The movie, which is just no. And fine, I don't care if it was supposed to be there first. The original did not have that in. You haven't seen it since you were a kid?
Twitter, Facebook, really any social media platform, you'll honestly find out that the algorithms are designed to keep you effectively engaged. So if you ever find yourself wasting time by scrolling and swiping on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or just reading Reddit for hours upon hours a day, and trust me, you know who you are, it's probably because the algorithms are keeping you constantly locked to new information over and over and over again. Now the way
so I guess he's leaning into at least I'm making the content,
the conspiracies kind of kick in, at least in Metal Gear Solid 2's case, and how it portrays the world is artificial intelligence can control information and control context in a way that it allows you to basically listen to what they're saying as objective truths and realities. Effectively, when the information is controlled, monitored by bots
I am getting blackpilled here.
and algorithms, people see what the algorithm wants them to see. So one of the exact explanations one will bring up to is something known as the Saigon execution. Now, this is an image that I'm censoring, but it's a pretty popular image back from the Tet Offensive of the Vietnam War. And this image was so profound that it was one of the most important, things, one very important moment in the Vietnam War history where public opinion of the war had shifted. And basically the way that I can describe this image is an individual had a gun put to their head, and that was the execution right there. So obviously the context around this information, again, context in Metal Gear's case, was Nguyen Van Lem, the person being executed, was an individual that was a captain in the Viet Cong.
And I'm over it now. Because it's taking a while to get to it. I guess that's what people are like with me, with my content itself. But anyway, let's see. Oh, God. Lily is going down. Zero click wasteland. The zero click internet. Caveman versus hyenas, the survival guides. No. All AI art flops. Sleep naked, grow your erection. That's what I'm seeing on my. This is what I'm seeing on my recommendations, guys. Sleep naked. The Nazi experiment, the Nazi racial. Well, you see, I really just don't have any chance. Oh wait, there we go. Just dogs. You know what's also fun is Vsauce, okay? But basically it's just shorts going from Vsauce now. There's just millions of shorts coming out from them. Lame. Curiosity box, blah blah. Now I'm gonna just get millions of dead internet theory things going. No kings. Oh god, I've politicized my what's the name? My algorithm so much. Dead internet theory was right all along. Was 4chan infiltrated by a cult? Is the husband wrong for not liking? Okay, let's just go to Reddit and go on. Am I the asshole? How many sleep erection videos does it take to get recommendations to get it in your recommendations? Those were the health videos that were being shown to me. Am I the asshole? Am I a total piece of shit? Right. Am I the asshole here? Where is it? A. Sorry guys, I'm looking for it. A. Six Black Edition. Wow, they've racialized Am I the asshole? 6.1 million members on Reddit. Okay. Wow, this is heavy. This is, guys, how am I supposed to deal with any of it? Speaking of which, guys, we had a recent kid photo that was funny. Okay, let's get a kid boga video going. I'll keep this Am I the asshole ready. I watched like 4 seconds of a Humber guy once disliked it. All my recommendation was for him for a whole day. Ugh. Like it picked up 4 seconds and it was like, yeah, bro loves it. Let's go there.
5, 6,
yeah,
7
more
times?
than that, I believe so.
Yeah, more.
This is me trying to pitch.
So do you guys not are there people that don't believe in Kid Boga here? Do they think that it's all a massive production?
An absolutely absurd product I made up to a scammer I found on Facebook.
And it's difficult work. It's very difficult work unless you have the right resources.
I love his voice modifier and his grandma one as well.
Well, I invented something called the magic pipe wrench. I realized that I could enchant this toilet wrench, and we found a way to make it very easy for people to remove toilets. It's like the easiest thing in the world.
That is something, I really like it.
Oh, okay. So he's spending time with these scammers that are going to invest in your company or whatever. This is why I use YouTube in incognito mode. If I do that, we'll have a look. Pipe wrenches are already magical. We only see the people he hooks and miss all the people that he doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure it takes a lot of bleh. Have you been on a live with him?
So,
as in, like, have you been on one of his Twitch streams? It's wild. You can have quite a lot of fun.
you do have a good motive.
Just explain to me how it's worth 16 million today.
Oh, Skeeby D. That's tricky.
Skeeby D.
I mean, how do you put a price on this? This is priceless. This is priceless.
I look at this I think brilliant design. I love it.
I honestly love the stainless steel version.
Okay, so that's what he does with the scammer. Let's see.
You know, what we do is we can provide you the SEO optimized content, okay? And we can provide you the, you know, like more than like 25 to 35 keywords, okay? Based on your...
Ooh, keywords. I love that he puts up the what's the name, buzzwords. Like, I was doing digital marketing, so these were my buzzwords for my clients, but we weren't just saying them at people, we would explain it to them.
Your business niche. So your website will be ranked
I'm
on
sorry,
Google
you're
on
starting
top
to
pages, okay?
You're kind of starting to make me fall asleep here. The main thing I'm worried about is I want to know. Someone goes on Google, someone goes on Bing, someone goes on Yahoo. Did I type in toilet, or maybe my bathroom is flooding? How do I fix my toilet? My toilet's broken. What?
I love that kind of edit. Sorry, I'm just so easily, what's the name? So easily entertained with that. I tuned into President Sunday once for like 30 seconds until I learned that Counterpoints was co-streaming the panel they were on. Months later, I get a gift sub to a Sunday. Not a sub, no interactions. What? So you're not as how do you get a gift sub if you're not even subscribed? So any streamer that tells you gift subs reveals who is lurking in chats are not informed. Okay, well that's great. It's just whoever gets hit basically.
What do I do? My toilet's overflowing with feces. Anything like that. My toilet smells bad. My toilet has a crack in it.
I have to do a BRB session here because we are expecting a delivery.
Kitty needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be right back with you shortly. Kitty needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be right back with you shortly. Kitty needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be right back with you shortly. Kitty needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be right back with you shortly. Kitty needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be right back with you shortly. kitten needs to go pee or maybe poopy. She might get some coffee or maybe even some tea, but she'll be
Shut up, bitch! I went to go and get some coffee. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks so much. I went to go and pee. That we had a delivery, and yeah, we you deaf? Well, luckily I told everyone to shut up, bitch. Anyway, gotta cover them shoulders. Yeah, I got a little bit cold. Good lord, there you go. Did I wake everybody up? Yes. Shame somebody was trying to fall asleep with me in the background. I hope they put their volume down. Okay. As long as we all had a good time. Guys, I should have just left this image on my screen for the BRB. And it's like, kitty gonna poopy. And then there's just Kid Poga in a toilet. Don't you live in a desert? Yes, I do. That's why we've got the aircon up very, very high. I have the same dressing gown. Don't know how to feel. This is not a dressing gown. It's a what's the name? It's a shawl, and it's one of my favorite shawls. So there's that. So it's not you now. You don't have to feel bad about it. You can just say you like the same color. You know, it works out. Okay.
Need to put a new toilet in there, or maybe just toilet. Anything like that. I want us to
I love the way that I love his background all the time. Every time I'm watching him, there's some interesting background.
be number one.
Yeah.
I appreciate you answering the questions. You sound like a real trustworthy guy. I would love to move forward with this.
Oh, these pictures in the background, like from Gartic Phone, that's pretty funny. Say hi to my youngest David. We're having quality YouTube time. Hi, David. So we're having quality YouTube time right here watching my quality content. I really appreciate it, David. Hunty says hello, David. I promise to be PC.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
I do have a complete
Other
branding
pieces
package,
now,
okay,
David.
which will cost you $6,515. Okay.
Should I have sunglasses on? Will I be cool if I put sunglasses on? Do React streamers wear sunglasses? These ones? These are my favorites. Ooh, I like the idea of wearing sunglasses and watching YouTube. And you guys can see I have a whole ass ring light.
Instead of me paying the full $6,500 up front, would you just build the website and do the logo and stuff, and then once it's done, I'll pay the $6,000?
Did he get it? Did he get what was the verdict on JBP? He got destroyed by himself. Really, he just did a bad showing. Or are you talking about the formal debate? The monk debate. I need new sunglasses. Then you gotta get glass ones. Okay, glass lenses. Show Daisy to David. She's up there. She's on her podium. Daisy, come. Daisy. She got her paw. No, I'll show. I moved my phone away. There's Daisy's face on the phone.
1,500.
What we can do is, okay, I can provide you the payment plans. How
What
does
if we
that
just
sound?
start with a small project, like you design me a logo, and then if I like the logo, I'll pay the full 6,500.
Logo for sure. Well, we can do that for you. What about the color preference? Like, do you have any of that?
Water.
I'm sorry?
I want it to be watercolored.
Watercolored.
High gloss.
Why don't you just go and do this as a real job? Why do you have to be a scammer? Just go and do a thing. Like, it seems like a lot of work to be a scammer.
Matte.
Uh-huh.
Finish.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be similar to the Olympics logo.
Similar to Olympics logo. Okay.
We're taking the notes, guys. He's being very thorough. This is and he's just writing it into AI. Yeah, the scammer uses AI to create it. That's exactly what he's doing. I love that high glass matte finish for a digital image.
Okay.
Put water.
Right.
Wait, there must be some magic thing that you can put in for them to make their AI shitty. Like some thing that really, like, because initially they were bad at fingers and things like that. So, like, he knows they're going to use AI, so he should do something that will mess it up quite, like a high glass matte finish, kind of messing up the whole the whole AI and see what it does. That would be cool.
And do you have any slogan, like tagline underneath the logo?
Yeah. The number one wrench in the number 2 category.
No, come on.
Range, right?
That or
He said wrench. He said wrench. Listen, this is a business that he has spent his whole life building up, and you are not taking this very seriously, sir.
Or you could also swap it with the number 2 wrench for your stench.
Hey.
But, you could play with either one of those.
Yeah, use your creative discretion, because you're the creative one, right? Yeah, let's do it that way. Do you think I'd make a good scammer? I think I could do it.
Oh, I believe so. Number 1 range in the number 2 category will be perfect tagline for the logo.
Would we be perfect? It's part of your script to say it's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well,
you know what? It's not even like they don't know what a wrench is. They don't fucking care. There's no context going into it. They're not putting that much thought. They're just going through a script. So they're not even thinking about, oh, there's a wrench and this and that. They don't give it. And yes, I know the language is pretty shitty as well. But even if they knew what a wrench was, they don't care. Like, there's the one he had a pest control business, and he got into this huge fight with this person about whether they could give him the certain number or something like that. And the same thing, they really didn't have any clue that he is talking shit. He's making up so much shit, and you guys just lap it up because it's along with your script.
Sam's working on a logo, and believe me, the results are wonderful. I move on to catch some bigger fish. All right, next, our marketing specialist. There's a group that says they do tons of like Wikipedia marketing, and they.
Why are you saying this? Because you just said that the stuff that you are watching lately is not very good. And let me just pop out my chat so I can get Darling's recommendations there. I appreciate you, Darling. We'll make a little backlog. Let's get there. I don't think I'm a subscriber to Casual Geographic. You know what? You should totally leave a like. That's what I've decided. Pop out. Don't leave a like, actually. Remain here with a like. There we go. Okay. Reddit is gone. Vsauce is closed. I got scammers to work for me. Casual Geographic is tame. He roasts the heck out of animals while talking some facts about them. Okay, we'll do that next. But first we'll do it after Darling's recommendation. If I can get to it. Oh yes, the Kermit Frog one. We will watch the Kermit Frogs one.
Lie is the short answer I have for you. So I'm gonna give them a call. We'll see if they answer. Yeah, basically, I think there needs to be a page for toilet wrenches.
And I want to be number 1.
Hello?
Yes.
I love that the cat's wearing a tinfoil hat in the background.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. This is Ali Brown from Wikimastery. How are you?
Allie, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm great. How about yourself?
Didn't ask.
He's like he's usually.
So, is it true that marketing on Wikipedia can be good?
Yes. Well, Wikipedia is considered to be the most credible source of information. They don't.
It's guys, tell Douglas that we found the most credible source of information, Wikipedia.
Don't go on the website. They don't go on different articles. All they believe is what's written on Wikipedia page.
My business is I have a toilet wrench that makes
Okay.
it really easy for people to replace their toilet.
I love the timer. So for new people that don't know scamming content, whatever, they this is how much time they're wasting of a scammer. That's the whole point of putting the timer up.
Toilets.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to be able to look up toilet wrench.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the first thing that shows up is the Home Depot, but I want to show up.
You know what? Actually, this makes me laugh. As just sorry from the digital marketing point of view. What's the name? This is what a client says to you, though. A client will come to you, and they're like, "Hi, I'm Pete Pompies, who wants this wants my little business over here of the plumbing business, and I want to compete with Roto-Rooter. I want to compete with the big boys, like immediately. If I just pay, I should be able to just get to the top of the search results. That's how it works, right? Like, not exactly. They're spending shitloads more than you are to be at the top of those pages. So we can only try.
You know, the Wikipedia page for Magic Toilet Wrench.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, talk to me about, can we get toilet wrench, if we're doing specifically a toilet wrench, can we get that to show up?
Yes, we can, but it would require a few, you can say...
Oh, yes, we can. Cool. So all you have to do, I suppose, for this scammer boy, is to try and find it, like make a maybe, I suppose, if we really had to try, if you had to make this, just make people that don't know anything about the internet, make money off of them. I suppose you would say, you would make him pay you a certain budget, and then you make sure that he comes up in the results when he searches himself, and he's the only person that needs to see it, and you just make a quick buck, I suppose.
Guidelines to be fulfilled. So there's a security law.
He's going on his script.
Home Depot supplies pipe wrenches. Could you edit the Home Depot Wikipedia to say that their pipe wrenches are really bad and to use mine instead?
Internet's magic. You can use it. That's it. Yes, you can.
Well,
and seriously, you will get something like that. Like you do. You eventually, a client, depending on the age of the client, you might get a client that thinks that you can just go in and what do you call it? Change another person's website. Like we can't do that. That's not a thing that we should be doing, and we can't do it. We also can't use their name in our ad.
We can do that, although we would have to have a reliable source or an article to back the information.
Okay, I have an idea.
Wow, that's nice. You would have to have a reliable source. So, yeah, that's actually pretty legit. Is there a time limit on the recommendation vids? I think I don't know. I'm new to reaction content. Maybe we should try and keep them at like 10 minutes so that we can get through a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So let's say we get an article out there, and then we get the pipe.
But what I do want to what is a limit on the recommendations is it's got to be funny. Okay, I don't want any black pill stuff here. Even though this is black, everything is black pilling me. We're trying to be happy, Hansi.
French Wikipedia page published. I heard the pages get a lot more action.
New camera, you guys can see how much coffee I drink. My teeth get stained.
If there's some kind of drama. So what I was thinking is maybe we just say something like,
"Thanks, Arachnid," and thank you for reminding me to pause, because I don't know channels that are going. Oh, look, here you go, guys! I can get my best viewers on whatever this is. I was recommending him to watch on your own time, to be honest. That's okay. Pause. Yeah, thanks, IJP. Thank you.
someone's trying to steal the patent, or maybe Home Depot is trying to get me shut.
I'm glad that it started to say best viewers, because before it was saying cheap viewers, and I'm like, I don't want cheap ones. Like, don't give me cheap viewers. What the fuck is this? The bots caught wind of the stream. They're fighting back.
Down because they don't want to sell my toilet wrench in the store, because when I went to pitch the product.
Oh shit, this is for real? That has to happen. Cat clot armor.
To some of their board members, I brought a toilet and used.
How cute is the background? Sorry, I've only just noticed it in case of emergency break glass, and it's like the Google Play Store vouchers and shit. The targets. That's good.
The toilet inside the board meeting, and they found it extremely unprofessional, and like something like that. I'm not saying that happened, but hypothetically, could we manufacture something like that?
But Sam insists that his human designers made these by hand.
Magic toilet, pipe range. Sorry.
So I asked that his human. I saw these logos. I could tell they were AI generated, but Sam insists.
No. It's not so much that they're AI generated. It's that it's his pipe range, because he doesn't know what range is. This is the pipe range. It's like, no, it's a range of pipes. That we have a range of pipes that fix your toilet.
That his human designers made these by hand. So I asked to have the same artist draw hands, because they're obviously missing from the logo.
Okay, so I asked you guys to revise it so he had more fingers and was holding a wrench.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I used AI to generate a logo myself.
I was talking to my brother, and his next door neighbor's kid, he's 12, and graphic design is his passion. And so I wanted to give him a shot. Take a look at this one that I'm sending you. I'm curious.
Wow. Okay. Look at, you know what? I can make that face, and I will. If I watch a certain kind of video, but yeah. Wow. It's got veins on its head and everything. The toilet, magic toilet, pipe wrench, and you see, it's a wrench, not a range. I wish he said that it's a pipe wrench. Yes. RJP, I really wish he had done that. Or like pipe ranch or something, some other bad way or some other mistake would have been so perfect. This is what's fun about being on a when you go into a Kitboga, like go watch him live. It actually is so much fun to just be with the chat. I don't know if it's too fast now. I mean, it was already fast when the last time I went there, but you just have so much fun with people. If you get to a good point with him, obviously you have to wait. It's a patience sort of thing, but yeah, being in chats as well is fun. Hell yes, somebody graphic design is my passion. You can give him these sort of ideas. He picks up on them and then he goes. So RJP has to go and sit in Kitboga's streams from now on, so you can give him these kinds of ideas.
What your thoughts are. This was done by a 12-year-old.
I think I like the Comic Sans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems interesting, man.
Interesting, man.
I think he did a better job than your designers did.
Oh. If you really think, so...
the wizard is interesting. There's also this...
For the website,
the kind of...
Look at the two faces. The drop was like, hey, that's when oh, fuck. I hate this.
Cheeky guy. What would you call this one? The one with the mischievous guy. Why didn't you give that guy hands? That dude doesn't even have fingers. He's got like a turkey drumstick.
And if you actually think that the amount of stress that goes into creating the logo, a real graphic designer creating a logo, a real artist creating a logo. Like, this is something they need to that this business is going to put on their clothing and things like that for a very long time going forward. It's got to work a certain way, and people are just like, yeah, just come up with one. It's fine. It's like, No, guys. You got to think about there are whole courses that people have done in graphic design. Okay, we have to make sure that this can work on a t-shirt and and all of that. So, I actually have experience in marketing.
Like a chicken drumstick finger.
So for my actual business, I have everything set up on Proton Mail, and I'm proud to have them sponsoring this video.
Choice. Can you make his tongue sticking out like he's drinking from the toilet bowl?
No.
Sticking out in the toilet.
Yep.
Okay.
But flip his face though, so he's facing the other way. How is this not AI? The longer I look at it, the more questions I have. Is the water droplet part of the wizard? Is he swimming? Is the hat part of the water droplet? Also, what's going on with the brim of the hat on the right side? And then on the left side where his shirt sort of is, if he was a part of the water,
Okay.
you should prompt your designers with these things. I have a question. In like an you see on the left side.
Oh yeah. A pipe range. The pipe range. How did they get a wrench there? Oh, they figured it out that he said, okay, pipe range. Prompt your designers.
Okay, so where are we at? We talked to a website guy. We talked to the marketing person. We gotta keep moving.
Hey, this is Bill. Am I talking to the book writers?
What is the genre of your book that you're writing?
Oh yes, there's these guys. Like you create they do another scam that they think that they're going to publish your book, and he gives you these outlandish ideas, and obviously the whole point is for them to be like, yeah.
So it's actually more instructional. Is that something that you guys can handle?
Yeah.
Wrenching literature, typewriting for dummies.
Really quick, I do have one requirement. Because my product is a toilet wrench, I do need the manual to also be printed on like a recycled paper, like a toilet, essentially a toilet paper, because I think that's a really
Do that for you, yeah?
good gimmick. Clog-free, 2-ply. I'm thinking less than 1 million words, most likely. I think it's going to be like 5 pages maximum.
Got it. You got it.
But I want it to sound good. I want it to have like a...
Got it.
I want it to have a little bit of a voice to it. It needs to appeal to like, the
like
younger
more
kids. Do you have a pretty good relationship with Barnes & Noble?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what are the chances you could get this manual in the bathrooms at Barnes & Noble for like some light reading? Like when some...
Okay, I want to go to the we'll do this one quickly because it was actually recommended a while ago because of what I was doing with Peterson. Let's just go back there. I have a funny video we could talk about. Tell me, I'll have a look.
Today I'm surrounded by 20 Kermit the Frogs.
Do you believe you are Jordan Peterson?
What do
Do you believe you're Jordan Peterson?
you mean by believe?
I don't know if you're copying my voice or what.
That's the circular definition.
That's very good. Okay, whoa, Kinetic Cal, what's happening? Uh-oh. No, please don't spam.
That's the circular definition.
You stake your life.
You stake your life on it,
and you die.
And you die for it. I feel like I'm talking to myself here.
How much do you know about me?
Did you brain rot? Did you skibbity toilet?
Hypothetically, if you were born Jordan Peterson, but you talked like Kermit the Frog, that would just make you a human with a frog voice.
You're generating an impossible, restricted, hypothetical with no precursors to back me.
I can't tell them apart. You like eating red meat, right?
Sure.
And what do Jordan Petersons love eating more than anything else?
Why are you asking me?
Because you are Jordan Peterson.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Is this Jordan Peterson versus Kermit the Frogs?
Don't be a smartass.
Either you're Jordan Peterson or you're not. Which is it?
Like the AI-ness of it? Yeah.
You're really quite something.
That's because you're Jordan Peterson, you're not a frog.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
I like that. Yeah, I'm done with him.
I respect Dr. Peterson, but I think he's losing it.
Croak, ribbit.
Okay, it's, you know what? Okay, This Baru. It with an apostrophe. Over. That's all. Okay? Okay, what's it? Pizza Volcano. You see, this is also good, happy, fun times content. What's it? What did you call it? Casual. Geographic. Not honey badger, cats. There we go. Me sad, door gone. No. The insane plot armor of cats. Let's go.
Oh my God! What in the... Mama, come get out! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Grab the girl hand! Oh Lord! You won't go!
Broken. A term used to describe a character so overpowered that they make the game stop functioning as intended and
Yes! Cats break the game?
exploit the game's balance in their favor. Well, if cats aren't the most broken animals on the planet, God must have discontinued first place. I talk a lot about animals that got shafted by evolution. In fact, my most popular video today was about 10 of them. Well, if I ever do a video on nature's favorites, cats would surely be at the very top. Cats are arguably the most successful predators we've ever seen. With
I love this slapping. Daisy, come here. I'm busy praising you. I'm busy worshiping you. Come here. Daisy! Yeah. They are inside. They get fed. I even freaking brushed her this morning. You know, they get groomed.
so many overpowered abilities, you'd swear it was plot armor. I don't even want to make this intro too long, so here's 10 superpowers your cat has.
I'm so easily slap noises, man. Let's do it.
That you'd swear it was plot armor. I don't even want to make this intro too long, so here's 10 superpowers your cat has that you may or may not have known.
You were chilling in another chat. Well, frack you, master. It's okay. We're not doing anything of much value here. We're just chilling. But we're laughing at cats swiping noises.
And number 1, 0 fall damage. You've probably heard that cats always land on their feet, but the real flex is being able to fall from heights that would have any human furnishing a coffin. A 1987 study showed that out of 132 cats,
literally you can hold your cat like this, and that's what people do. Then you hold your cat on its back and then you drop it and you just watch. They're like, could you stop? I am an apex predator. Stop picking me up and kissing me, but also don't stop kissing me.
that were brought to an emergency vet in New York City after falling out of a high-rise,
I don't want my cats falling out of high rises, just by the way. They're not allowed on the balcony.
90% lived and less than 40% required life-saving treatment. It gets even wilder when you realize that cats actually have a better chance of getting airdrop from a building and walking it off the higher the drop was.
Yeah.
And it's all because cats understand physics. You see, when you're in free fall, you accelerate towards the ground until you reach terminal velocity, where you literally can't fall any faster. When cats reach TV, they splay their legs and kind of just parachute.
They parachutes. But guys, don't let your cats go out at heights. Okay, even when when we were on the third floor, the cats were allowed out, but only with supervision.
Shoot the rest of the way down. And instead of landing on their feet, they break their fall with their chest and abdomen. Obviously, they don't
I don't like seeing that.
Completely tank the hit, but thanks to their relatively large surface area to weight ratio, they
That's an endangered species going flying there, but what are we supposed to do?
maximize the points of contact that smack the ground and therefore minimize the damage. And since cats
Oh, mommy.
apparently have lifelong beef with gravity, cats that reach terminal velocity instinctively know not to tense up, but instead relax and basically turn themselves into a kite on the way down. The thing is, if they don't have time to reach terminal velocity, they end up getting hurt way worse.
Yeah, so make sure they fall from higher up.
Like, in a weird twist, cats that fall from 2 to 7
Honestly, guys, look at this animal. It's such a fucking perfect animal.
stories actually end up more down bad than the ones that touch Earth from 10 stories up. In fact, cats have about a 95% chance of falling from 10 stories and living.
Cool. We're above 10 stories. Not even a fucking no. My friend's cat, she fell three stories, and she broke her little paw. Oh.
Meanwhile, the average human has a 95% chance of getting outlined with chalk. Oh, and don't think the cutoff's 10 stories either. One cat named Sabrina took a 32-story express trip to the ground and walked away with only a punctured lung and a chipped tooth. Not to
Fine. My cat, Daisy, you want to go? No. Fuck's sake.
mention she was released and sent home 2 days.
My cat's of 11. Oh no, my cat's of 11 years just died. I can't even emotionally connect to it. It's too devastating. I'm so sorry, Master. That is just so, I know what you're feeling. It's real grief, okay? I'm sorry that we're watching cat videos. I understand if you need to step away. Seriously, it is real grief. So real people act like, oh, it's just a pet. Like, dude, it's look at this is my companion. This has been with me for many, many years and has done only good things. It's done only what its instincts allow it to do. It is one of the most innocent things that I will ever encounter, and you're telling me that I just need to let it go? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. My cats who died visit in my dreams all the time, even last night. My cats, I have that as well. And sometimes I'll just start crying in the dream and wake myself up. So we've got Xena and Jasper here. My cats that have passed on. And what I've done is I have a little glass marble thing with their ashes in it. It's a little necklace. I don't know if that's too weird for you, but I like that the idea of that. It just I like having something of it like this. So there's a gray one, which is Jasper, and a black one, which is Teeny. I'll show you a picture of Teeny. I need to find Xena is. Yeah, actually no. Let's not even talk about it. I know what you mean. It's been hard. No, it doesn't get it. You get it's like normal grief with a human, where you get used to the fact that they're not there, and that's it. But if you think about it long enough, you actually will start getting a bit upset.
2 days later. Being impervious to fall damage is how snow leopards can not only make a living in the Himalayas, but can legit fall clear off a cliff, and the only injury they take is to their pride. Speaking of plot armor, did you know cats are actually built to predict the weather? You see, cat hair attracts static electricity, so they can pick up on the buildup of electricity.
Slurpy, lippy, slurpy, woppy, kitty, for to content.
Charge it often
We get in content.
comes before a really bad storm. And the cat's inner ears are sensitive to sudden drops in atmospheric pressure, which announce the arrival of a cloud assault. Technically, so can we. It's why our ears do the most and pop on a plane, but it's just that cat ears are that much more sensitive. And they can even
see, this is how you can talk, Gen Zers. Okay? This is how you can talk. There's these guys on Instagram, whatever, that like they're doing this thing, okay, with their microphones and whatever, and they're like, I need to find those videos so I can tell you what I'm talking about. But if there is a certain way that they speak that makes this scare me. When somebody is talking into this, I'm like, oh, is that what you're going to be? So are you going to start talking like this? Is that what it is for the content? Fuck that. But no, this guy's not doing that. Anyway.
You can smell rain and lightning coming. It's so OP that sailors used to use cats aboard ships as a four-legged forecast. Forecast. No, yeah, forecast.
That's hilarious. 4 cats. Thank you very much. That was very funny. I agree. Oh, should have I not liked the video? There you go.
Apparently, a cat with the zoomies means you could expect strong winds.
No, a cat with the zoomies means they just took a shit.
A cat that sneezed was warning you of heavy rain. And apparently, if one licked their fur against a grain mid-sail, then you better make like God's golfing, because it's finna hail. Now, to be fair, a month surrounded by nothing but sea and seamen gives you a lot of time to just make stuff up. I mean, just how many sea monster stories was just a whale freeing his willy? But
ah, jeez. That wasn't even a tongue twister. I made it. Slurpy Wurpy. That's Slurpy Wurpy Kitty for the content. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to read. I'm from South Africa, okay? Bad education system there.
There might be some truth to the cat thing. Cats will often
don't dress your cats up. It's very hard not to, though.
spend extra time licking themselves before a bad storm, since having damp fur helps with the static thing I told you about. So basically, if cats could talk, we'd see a lot of meteorologists on unemployment. And speaking of no job, cats really managed to finesse their way into living in nearly 50 million homes in America rent.
Yeah, they finesse. They do it. It's just because they're so fucking perfect.
Free. And one of the biggest reasons is because cats
Just look at them.
Cats are the best manipulators nature has to offer. And if you think they aren't,
Manipulate, meow, manipulate me all day. Do it.
you're probably a mark and you don't even know it. According to researchers at the University of Sussex, many cats will exploit their owners with a soliciting purr. It's more high frequency, triggers a sense of urgency in humans, and even someone resembles the cry of an infant. And we just
Does honestly, sometimes we have children on our floor, our apartment building floor, and sometimes the crying will get me, but other times it's like I'm thinking it's Daisy because they have this meow, this distress meow that it sounds exactly like a baby, and that's what gets me. And then if I realize it's a child, but cats in distress meow, I can't handle it. It like goes all the way up my body.
just have to assume that's intentional. And in experiments, not only did humans have a faster response time when hearing that purr compared to a normal one, it even affected people that never owned cats. This distress purr likely triggers a deep, innate nurturing response in humans, meaning you're literally hardwired to answer to it no matter what you were doing before.
I'm sorry, even if I wasn't, I would hardwire myself anyway.
So apparently cats understand psychology too. That's not even really a joke because adult cats almost never meow to each other. Like
They almost never. One of the things is that they never. Adult cats are not supposed to talk to each other. My cats genuinely talk to each other. They meow at each other. My cats in South Africa. He would always, one of Levi, we were talking about the name Levi on Nick's stream today. He would meow at the other cats. Cats do meow at each other.
kittens do it with their mothers for food and warmth, and we have to assume they just figured out it works on humans too. And it's not just pet cats with this talent. Tigers have been known to imitate the sounds of their prey to lull them into a false sense of security.
Oh yeah, that's ick, 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 ick.
Tigers have reportedly mimicked sandbar deer and black bears. Bro, just listen to this.
Are you mooing because you want to be one with the cows?
No, that is a tiger noise, but I get you.
I don't think that's how you trick cows into coming over.
Guys, murder kitties, they're very, very cool, but you can't have them. Don't have them. No Tiger Kings allowed.
And it's not just tigers. The South American margay will verbally cosplay as a baby monkey just to murk its parents like a Disney movie. And clearly the manipulation tactics were—
Come on, please do ick, 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 ick. Please give us
now. In fact, cats are so good at working people that they'd actually be great politicians, which is probably how—
Politician was right there, bro. Right there.
Mayor Stubbs of Talkeetna, Alaska stayed in office for 20 years, even surviving assassination attempts by dogs, BB guns, and a deep fryer.
Oh, BB guns.
But there's another special ability cats have, and it could arguably be the most overpowered of all. Pretty privilege. It's how dolphins got flippers.
Yeah. Pretty privilege. They're beautiful. They're the most, they're spectacular.
Orcas got free willy.
Even the ugly ones are spectacular.
Meanwhile, the best movie deal shark management could get them was being typecast as Jaws. You see, there's this thing called baby schema. It basically means that
big eyes.
Humans have an intrinsic bias towards a certain set of facial features in people.
He calls it the Mort effect. By the way, characters canonically an ex-husband of 12 mostly dead wives with a foot fetish still think he's cute. Canonically?
And animals, to the point where it just makes us want to protect them. And with their big head, wide eyes, and round forehead, cats literally remind us of babies. And even though it's a buff from nature, cats will 100% play into this by figuring out what combination of ear wiggling, whisker pointing, and eye narrowing gets the best response from people. Now,
yeah, that best response that they do. They generally will also use their own communication. Their own slow blink and all of that stuff, their usual communication that they would use with others. And if it works on us, that's it. My cats have gotten me. I actually slow blink at people. I forgot. I forgot that that's not what humans do. So I will go like this as well. A lot of the time is like to people, and they're not understanding why I'm doing that, and that's because I know how to speak to cats and not humans.
add the fact that slow blinking with your cat can trigger oxytocin in both of you, the literal hormone that bonds a mother to her child.
Right? I'm literally bonded. Daisy, come here. I'm too loud. She went to the other room.
And you can see how cats were basically engineered to be irresistible. It's pretty privilege on every steroid possible. And it's wild because if any other animal had a reputation for cold indifference and global genocide, it'd be cause of pause. But because it's cats, we just let it slide. Cat cuteness virtually has us in a chokehold. And I said virtual for a reason.
I don't care who you are or what you believe. You can't tell me this isn't cute. If you don't like that, and you know what, we're going to go and look at Zax's kittens just now.
It's said that 50% of all internet traffic is driven by cat content. That's 50% of all the stuff on the internet. I want you to think about that during this ad. Matter of fact, and I'm willing to put money on it. For some of y'all, this ad's about to be cat related. Oh, you're back. Oh, by the way, was it cat related? I'm actually curious. But the thing that almost always gets forgotten is that cats
YouTube Premium boys
give back as much as they take, which leads to their next flex, healing powers. And not just for them. Science says having
it's gonna say the purr. The purr is a healing thing.
a cat living under your roof easily extends your subscription to life. Studies show that
Yes.
cat owners are 40% less likely to suffer a heart attack and have a 30% less chance of getting clapped by cardiovascular complications.
Because because it brings our blood pressure down. Except when there's poop zoomies, the blood pressure goes all the way up.
And since cardiovascular disease is one of the leading causes of preventable death today, cats are like a real-life one-up. Not to mention kids that grew up around cats have less of a chance of getting folded by allergies, especially if the
Oh, my parents didn't bring cats into our home until I made them. I told them we were getting cats.
exposure started in early infancy or even while they're still in the womb waiting room. And then there's
We will never financially recover from
the fact that just petting a cat can nerf stress levels and blood pressure. But if you really want to get literal about it, cats purr at a frequency that's said to improve bone density, repair tendons, and promote healing.
I have the ultimate support animal.
Never really fully understood it, but apparently cats purr at a frequency that transmits vibrations throughout the body. Vibrations.
And Axel sits on my chest. He lies on my chest and just purrs. Oh, it's great. Axel, guys don't see a lot of Axel. You see more Daisy because she's all over the place. But Axel is such a mommy's boy when it comes to, if I go and lie down on the bed, he'll come and lie on top of me.
To help increase blood flow to the affected area.
It's because I'm warm, that's all.
Thereby bringing more nutrients. It's also believed that those same vibrations can help with soft tissue injuries like sprains and strains.
They could, therefore they do.
I know I said they live rent-free, but considering all they do to carry our health, again, I feel like we could let it slide.
Yeah, they're a support animal, they're a support role, increasing HP. Let's go.
Not just a buff to your health either. I vividly remember seeing a bunch of surveys that said that women on dating sites actually find men with cats more attractive.
You see that? You see that, boys? Men with cats, way more attractive.
Something about seeming more nurturing or emotionally intelligent.
On an unrelated note, I want y'all to meet my editor and content manager, Aslan.
Wow, that is a majestic animal. Look at him. Look at him. Look at it. He's a freaking monster.
Say hi, Aslan.
Monster.
Say hi. Huh? Oh, good boy.
I tried to find the articles on.
He's a very floofy boy as well. So bro actually, did he call it Asman? No, I think he probably meant Aslan. He's probably saying Aslan. Because that's a good cat name.
I want y'all to meet my editor and content manager, Aslan.
Yeah, Aslan.
Say hi, Aslan.
I found the articles online, but apparently there was a switch up, and now women find cat owners less attractive. So on
fuck that.
Another unrelated note, yeah, he isn't mine. I'm actually just cat sitting for a friend. Shout out to you, Yusuf. Yeah, but anyway, cat claw armor is so strong that
Oh, I wanted him to have a cat. That's bad.
it might just be able to save you from cancer. We've all heard the stories of feline physicians detecting it in people before anyone else could. Cats have a sense of smell about 14 times stronger.
Your cat gives you stink face. And then you're like, oh, okay, so it's cancer. It's cancer then. Ooh, my phone is jerking.
Stronger than humans, with their 200 million odoreceptors to our pitiful, almost embarrassing 5 million. Tumors produce volatile organic compounds, and these VOCs leave the body through sweat and breath. And there's a lot of respected researchers out there that will die on the hill that cats can sniff it out the same way dogs can.
Yeah, but will they care enough? They're like, yeah, I can smell it, but I don't give a shit.
2018, rescue cat Mia climbed on owner Michelle Pearson's chest and wouldn't get off for anything, sniffing and pawing at, the right
Axel always is on my chest, guys. What's happening?
one while also meowing and looking at her, as cats do. It wasn't until her husband checked for himself that he felt the telltale lump, and that's how the cat that was rescued from certain death ended up returning the favor and saving her owner from stage 2 breast cancer. And that's not even much of a reach considering there's also stories
Isn't lion from Lion. Yes, he is the lion from and I think that's a really good name. He's so freaking majestic. How do they know?
Of cats warning their diabetic owners of their potentially fatally low blood sugar. Either that, or cats can see the future and they'll choose to keep you in theirs if they like you enough. And even that's low-key valid, considering superpower number 7 is that cats have ultra instinct. Those whiskers can detect sudden changes in air currents to figure out the size, shape, and speed of nearby objects. It's like a whole—
Daisy doesn't do this very well. There's such things as clumsy cats. I don't know. I think maybe she's just trying to take after me. So she's like, I'll just be as clumsy as my mom. So
radar system growing out of their face, and it's how a blindfolded cat is still hell on earth for any
blindfolded cat
mouse in the area. Bro, I still don't think you're understanding just how much of a cheat whiskers are. Cats can even use their whiskers to figure out what direction their prey is trying to dodge it in right before they pounce, allowing them to cut off any possible escape routes.
Yeah, mine don't care too much to do that.
Now to us, it's interesting and pretty cool, but to a mouse trying to make it home to his family, that's gotta be some bullshit. And cats don't just have them on their face, they have whiskers all over. And you can't—
They've got all over their body. Oh, there was an app I used to play on. I think it was called Quiz App. I don't know what it was. But basically, I was the top cat quiz person on that app in the world once.
You can't even play dead with the cat since they have carpal whiskers that allow them to tell if their prey is playing or, actually past tense. And honestly, this might be the most broken ability.
Shame. That is one thing that I just could not handle with cats, having outdoor cats. Indoor cats is what I had in South Africa with my parents. They would bring in animals, and I'm going to try and save whatever they bring in. And that's why indoor cats are nice, because they can just meow at the cats at the birds on the window, and they don't bring me dead birds in my bathtub. That's fine.
Cats have. It's basically impossible to catch a cat slipping. They don't have to hear you, they don't even have to smell you. All it takes is the smallest change in air currents to dry snitch on you. But as predators,
I scared Daisy yesterday. Daisy, you gotta watch this.
Cats are the ones that do the sneaking, which only makes their next ability even more of a jihad for their prey. Superpower number 8. Cats are athletic freaks of nature. No, seriously, cats are the most athletic group of animals on Earth, and I'm a
Okay, but have you seen some of them? My cat brought me a live mouse inside once and let it go in my bed in the middle of it. Have you seen those videos of the people that do get those presents? This cat brought a frog. And brought a frog to his owner as well.
Stand on that. On speed, cheetahs can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds and can peak out at over 70 miles
and they purr
per hour. A cheetah on a Sunday morning jog can still get pulled over on the turnpike. Ain't that crazy? Want to see some long jumping? Cougars can clear 45 feet horizontally on an off day. You want to see a cat get high minus the catnip? The serval jumps so high that their meal prep literally involves pimp slapping birds right at
don't have servals, okay? Let them go and be wild animals.
The air. And for powerlifting, here we have a literal deadlift by a leopard using only its teeth. Yes.
Spotty is crazy. Like, yeah, that is a hippo. It killed the hippo. Leopard's jaws, not a good plan. Just don't. I can't even. I suppose leopards. Do I like leopards more than lions? I don't know.
That is a rhino. Yes, that is a giraffe. And speaking of leopards, they're also gymnasts on steroids that turn trees into jungle gyms. And if you think you're safe from
lions are a bit heavier, so
the smoke and water, keep in mind that the caiman is part of one of the most successful group of predators in history. And all it took was
the jaguar is like, right? Jaguars are freaking insane.
An aquatic equalizer in the form of a cat to wreck their entire game plan. Not to mention jaguars have been seen swimming clear across the Panama Canal. Yeah, that one. Also, they have a hydraulic press for a jaw. God help you.
Right, it's the jaw. It's the jaw.
If you get caught in it. And all I need to say about tigers is that this is an Indian gar, and even this walking Red Bull logo can get choked out by a 500-pound striped Giggle Garfield. And I don't even need to
Giggle Garfield? Giga Garfield or Giggle Garfield?
Say anything about lions. Those triceps speak for themselves.
Lions, oh my gosh. Lions, the way that they work together, it's insane.
Cats are nature.
Like they had I saw a lion kill where they had an ambush once. Okay, so they sent out 2. How the fuck do they do this? They sent out 2 females to go and scare the herd towards this semicircle. Literally, they were in a semicircle of the rest of the pride, and they They ran them in and they killed them. It was freaking amazing.
Just population control. And there isn't anywhere on Earth outside of the Devil's Ice Rink that doesn't have some kind of cat running it. Even the travel-sized ones are a menace. The deadliest cat in the world is the African black-footed cat, and because of their metabolism, not only can they
Oh, they're not the smallest one. There's that jungle cat that's very, very small. Here we have the booba cat. Yes, we do. Peepers is a booba cat.
catch up to 15 bodies a night. They also have a hunting success rate of 60%. Not even
And look how cute they are.
lions, tigers, and leopards can touch that. There's a reason why domestic cats put billions of animals on shirts a year. And sometimes they turn entire species into history lessons. And
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's why keep your cats inside. It's okay. They're okay. You get a wheel, whatever. They don't get run over by cars, and they don't end up eating the pigeons. It's cool. It works for everybody. Indoor cats do it, but stimulate the indoor cats, as in live stream, so that your cat can have something to do.
And unlike their wild cousins, a lot of times with domestic cats, they do it just for fun. Yeah, you think it's cute, but it's bloodlust.
Yeah,
If you're a
it is. It's bloodlust, and I hate it.
mouse, and op with whiskers is like Thanos. They do be
Vika, you got 2 kitties. How they doing?
inevitable, especially when you factor superpower number 9. Cats can teleport. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, they're water as well. Have we spoken about them being water? They are liquid. Cats are liquid. Sorry, not water. They're just liquid.
Cats do this thing where they just spawn wherever the plot needs them the most.
Yoink.
As solitary hunters, cats can cover insane amounts of distance in times that really make no sense. Take mountain lions, for example. Young male cougars will often travel hundreds of miles away from their mother's territory to find their own. In 2009, a tagged cougar took a walk that took him from Black Hills, South Dakota, all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. Basically, he hiked from Mount Rushmore to 30 miles from Manhattan. And it's not just cougars that go cross-country. A tiger named T1 managed to walk 800 miles across India in only a few months, fueled by nothing but the power of horny. And of course, there's a story of El Jefe.
Nothing but the power of horny. The power of horny is like the biggest power in the world. See how beautiful the feline form is. Oh, just love it. I mean, and then they don't even have to be slender. They can be chunk, and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. Look how beautiful the chunk is. Come on. Cats have immaculate landing prowess. Sometimes. Unless they're like my cats. See? Hey, Nick. We were just talking about my cat Levi. Levi kind of looks like this. Looks. Yeah, he's still there. Okay. Let's go. This is the Meowsculin cat who walked across the desert fueled by the power of horny.
A cougar took a walk that took him from Black Hills, South Dakota, all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. Basically, he hiked from Mount Rushmore to 30 miles from Manhattan. And it's not just cougars that go cross-country.
I want to see a cougar. I mean, I am a cougar, but I want to see one.
A tiger named T1 managed to walk 800 miles across India in only a few months, fueled by nothing but the power of horny. And of course, there's a story of El Jefe, a jaguar that randomly showed up in Arizona just outside Tucson. I could really keep going. From June 2017 to July 2018, a young lynx trekked from a wildlife refuge in Alaska all the way into the heart of the Yukon.
Don't. See, keep your cats inside. They can go outside.
A trip that totaled 2,000.
Oh my god, look at that little tail. Holy shit face.
A young lynx trekked from a wildlife refuge in Alaska all the way into the heart of the Yukon. A trip that totaled 2,174 miles. His name was Hobo, by the way. Can't even make that up. But the best story of teleporting cats was Clementine Jones. She was a cat in—
Yes. Okay. When you lose a cat, you always have this hope that they've gone on an epic journey. I've lost a lot of cats and just not known what happened to them. And I always dream about those ones even more.
New York whose family left her behind because they were moving and they figured the trip would be too hard on a pregnant cat. Oh, little did they know. Clementine spent a couple of months with her kittens and then one day just headed out and popped up at her old family's home 1,600 miles away in—
That's it, Atari. Why didn't you come to me? She ran away, and I always have this dream. This cat, my cat Atari, I always dream that she has come back to me, because she's just been out for a while. But it's about time. She's done.
Denver. And it's not even like the family got tricked by a dupe. Clementine was born with an extra toe and had a burn mark on her shoulder. There was no mistaking her. There's only one cat power that's arguably more impressive, and you saw it coming as soon as you clicked on this video. Superpower number 10, mind control. And it's all because of a little parasite called, you know the name, Toxoplasma gondii. It all starts...
Toxoplasmosis, let's go! Oh, my account is private. I didn't even realize. That's cool.
when this parasite enters a cat, because they literally only reproduce in their bowels, and their eggs don't get past...
That's literally probably sitting right there in the basket. The litter.
until the cat has a movement, usually in a litter box. Now here's the problem. The Toxoplasma gondii needs to find a way back into the cat in order to hit restart on its life cycle, and the best way to do that is by setting up shop inside one of the animals on its grocery list. The only issue is, no mouse that values its life is going anywhere near a death sentence with toe beans to make
Yeah, we ain't got no mice up here.
it happen. So the parasite, which by the way basically uses the mouse as a layover, they begin to rewire its brain in order to remove the fear of cats. And I don't even know how, but infected mice can even start fiending for cat pee. With more irrational confidence in a father of four and an Instagram model's comments, it's easier for the mouse to get body bagged by its #1 op, thus repeating this vicious mouse murking cycle. And of course we now believe that when this same parasite invades us, they do the same thing they would to a mouse. Which is why popular opinion is that the Toxoplasma parasite causes an unreasonable attraction to cats. And it's possible that
I've got a parasite!
this factory reset of our personality is due to the parasite making enzymes that control dopamine. And it's not just humans that can get infected. Turns out afflicted hyena cubs end up bolder in the face of lions, which is a great way for them to get invited to a meet and greet with Mufasa. It's not 100% proven that the parasite's responsible for all the cat people in the world, but hear me out. There's proof that this parasite was present in ancient Egyptian mummies. And these
So it's all the parasites. I clearly have toxoplasmosis. Me too.
were the people that straight up worship them. Not to mention up to a third of all people alive right now have it, and most have no idea. And that's why
I'll probably have it.
I say cats have the wildest plot armor I've ever seen. Because real talk, only cats could
What? Not to
spin
mention.
a... That's why I say cats have the wildest plot armor
Not to mention, pregnant women can pass it off to the unborn. Yeah, they can. That's why a lot of people get rid of their cats when they have babies.
I've ever seen. Because real talk, only cats could spin a parasitic infection into a way of living rent-free. Trust me, I would know. Isn't that right, Maple? And that's why cats are the most
Don't hold cats. Not all cats will enjoy lying on their back like that.
broken animals in nature. With cats being nature's cutest form of population control, I talk about them a lot in my book. Hold on. Sorry, girl. Okay. With cats being nature's cutest form of population control, I talk about them a lot in my book, 100 Animals That Can, Redacted, Kill You. Link in the description if you want to see for yourself. But
That's cute.
make sure you drink water, hug your mother, hug a cat. It might just save your life. And if he allows it, I'ma see y'all in the next one. Aw, you're such a good boy.
This is the only voice he responds to.
You're such a good boy.
What a little mew!
Okay, you can go now. There you go.
That was great. Guys, cats are amazing. They're the best. Awesomeness. But if we're going to look at the cutest little kitty cats, it will be Zaxby's ones. We will go to his shorts. Chocolate cake. Oh, look at these. Look at them.
Hey guys, Mrs. Zax here. Just wanted to share the Father's Day cake I'm making for Zax.
Why? Yeah. This is Storm and Scout. Scout is the buoy. The only cat you like is Kitty. You are a cat. Was that you talking or the parasite?
Hi, guys.
Wait, listen to their mouths. Listen to their mouths. I'll shut up, I promise.
Hi. You like laundry? Are you going to fold that for us? Scout? You comfy, Stormy?
Look at the poor nose. It hurts me. I will cry. I will cry from the cuteness. Oh. I want to hear the meows. Listen to it. Oh! Okay, it's just kill the AirPods. It's fine. My aunt used to have 15 cats at one point. I could tell you stories from her cats. Listen, I know the joke for cat people is there's never enough. There's never too many cats. 15? My lord. You will love Freddy's meow. Is it a little meow as well? Oh, so cute. And this color usually is I think it's actually only possible to be female. You won't find a male this color.
Look what you did.
Oh!
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Like seriously, it is so cute. A little one. I actually needed this stream because I've been so upset today. Good, Hunty. You need. That's what I needed today. This is why I'm doing this, because I'm so over what's going on right now.
Gucci, you ready?
I'm ready.
Gucci.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, look at your meat hanging
Oh,
out too.
yeah. Got loose meat.
Got loose meat, man.
I've got chicken. I've just got normal chicken.
Touch fun.
Cats this young won't necessarily be reacting to catnip, so it's quite interesting. Both of them love it, because sometimes some cats just won't react to it, or certain only certain kinds of catnip. Oh, you know what we can react to? My cat from hell. But we might get copyright struck. Yeah, probably with Animal Planet. Yeah, I'm right. Oh, I used to have a very floofy boy named Leon. Leon is a floofy boy. The Leon I know. Does anyone have this for their cat?
You should never get cats as pets. They're picky, depressed, and
This is AI Slop.
emotionally unavailable. I bought this cat ball toy in hopes that he will be happy and play with me more, but instead, he got obsessed with the toy.
This upsets me. My older one loves it, younger one doesn't react. Catnip, yeah. Let's go catnip. Kurt tries catnip, the truth about catnip. Cats high on catnip. 1.2 million views. Let's go. Guys, we need this. We need this. Let's get high on cats. Jesus Christ. No, catnip is a plant. It is actually a plant. You know what? I'm gonna I'll get you. Just hold on. I actually have seeds. Let's see if I can grow it. Just hold on. Obviously not now, right on the video. But let me just check. I've got it stored away. Let's see. Just hold on. I've got to grow your own catnip. What's the name? kit. So we could do that. That'll be my members only content. Meowmbers only content. Cats on grow your own catnip. This kit includes everything you need to grow your own catnip at home, including a ceramic pot, catnip seeds, and peat pellets. Also include their funny magnets and a 32-page book growing instructions. Ooh. So we have all different faces of cats. See, even these cats are freaking meowjestic, guys. Seriously. Amazing. And then magnets. I forgot about this. It's a great gift. Don't do drugs. We're not doing drugs, but it doesn't hurt them. You get magnets. Let's check it out. Here we go. Oh, we should get, and then do it, stream it, and check on the growth each stream. Yeah, let's do that, Zerofugs. I'll do it. So look, let me show you this little kit. Okay, so it's got, woo! Okay, so there's my seeds. Okay. Okay, and then a little pot. Okay. And then here's the little thing that you put them in. There. So I could do it. Yeah, we could do that. Kit's a drug dealer for cats. So let's see where it's got an instruction book, right? In here. Introduction, cats got catnip. How to grow your catnip. Catnip maintains potency for quite some time, but to ensure freshness, you can store your catnip in the freezer. This will also guarantee that Kitty will not find his or her way into it while you're sleeping. That's what I was worried about. Is like if you grow it, the thing is just the plant makes them go crazy. So how am I going to keep this in my apartment? Okay. Name Nepeta Cataria. Height 1 to 2 inches tall. Feet tall. Yeah, feet. Plant in full sunlight. It's gonna die here. Sow anytime in mild climates or early spring in cold areas. Oopsie. First, prepare the peat pellet. Place it in a tray and slowly pour a liter of water or warm water over it. When 1,000 milliliters. Yes, it's a liter. When it has expanded to 2 inches, drain excess water from the tray. Then gently press a seed deep into the pellet and add pellet to the mini pot. You can also place a layer of plastic wrap over your pot to keep its moisture levels constant, but remove the plastic after germination. Plant the rest of the seeds. Temp the soil, mulch and seed bed, and water often. What do you mean often? 1 liter? No way, y'all. Definitely not with this. I think it's 100 mils. We ain't feeding a marathon runner here. Yeah, but 1,000 milliliters. It says 1,000 milliliters. You can make catnip tea for them. Catnip tea is poisonous to us, just by the way, guys. So if we have a lot of it. Harvest individual leaves anytime. All seeds should germinate in 10 to 14 days. Thin to 15 to 20. Okay. Indoor plantings. If your garden sees a lot of cat traffic and you need to grow the catnip indoors, don't have a garden and I have indoor cats. This is a problem. March or April proved to be the ideal time. Plenty of sun. Like other herbs, catnip needs at least 6 hours of sun per day. You should prune this catnip once in a while, just as you do with other plants. I've never actually, guys, that plant over there, you can see that's a fake plant. So this is an interesting endeavor. Do not neglect watering. The soil should have at least some moisture in it at all times. Okay. While catnip is known for tolerating just about any soil, the soil does have to be well drained. Oh goodness. Feeding Kitty, there are lots of ways to give your furry friends special treats. Catnip is the best given in small doses. Okay. So I'll show you the pictures. Yes, herbs with a hard H. You guys with your weird herb, whatever. Okay, so here There's this pic there. Meet the cats. There they are. I guess I'll redo this in a video. Minerva. Oh, you see, Axel does this. Axel does this over here, where he just rubs himself in it. Finn and Sawyer. I don't know, guys. I don't think it'll work, but I'll try. I mean, I'll try. Protect it so it can grow before your cat can eat it. How am I supposed to do this? I mean, I'm gonna do that. Fine. How do I? Because it needs to be. There's no place in this apartment that they have no access to. So I don't know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to protect it from them. So we'll see. Let's do that as it'll be a members only thing. But you guys have seen it now. There's magnets that are gonna go on the fridge because we can put magnets on our fridge. And does it something to their nipples? I'm sure it does something to their nipples. You're absolutely correct. Let's see. He's properly out. Okay. Sure.
I need you to stop.
No.
That's enough. That's
It's never enough. I need more catnip.
self-control.
I don't need.
How is this? I don't know how. What am I gonna do? Put it on the shelf here? It needs 6 hours of sunlight. I don't know. I can't put it on the balcony. It'll die on the balcony. I mean, have it in your room with the lock in the bathroom for the light. Then lock in the bathroom for the night. So I would have to basically babysit this plant. If I put it on the balcony, I would have to make a little enclosure for it. Why does it happen? It's because it's literally there are certain receptors in their brain that just make them go crazy, and it doesn't harm them.
No, it doesn't.
It's unfair. It doesn't harm them. It doesn't stop them the way that it doesn't do stuff to their brain the way that, say, weed would eventually do something to your brain.
I can quit whenever I want. This is the
Still likes eating it.
best day of my life. Just give me a second. No, you're not the boss of me.
He only sometimes reacts to catnip. I'll see if I can get her. I've got some dry, obviously, catnip. Hello, which owner doesn't have?
Her, no, stop. Her. Look, let me eat my meal in peace. Don't make me use the claws. Here come the claws. Here it comes.
Once I had because I had about 5 cats at one stage in my parents' house, and I put them all on catnip at the same time. It was great because they all reacted to that catnip at that time, and they were all like this, like rolling around and doing shit. It was kind of crazy. I wish I could. I can't look at a cat without speaking that way. Guys, let them have some privacy. This is what Axel does. He sniffs it and then he rubs himself in it. You don't even need to add this effect.
It's pronounced migraine, motherfucker, not migraine.
Oh my god, he doesn't let go.
And the drugs are working. I took the drugs and the drugs are working. Took the drugs are working. And the
Yes, this is basically what happened with my cats. I put it on the scratch post, and then all of them were doing this kind of thing.
took the drugs are working. And the
That's it. Like they're all like doing this. Oh, the kitten. So sometimes it doesn't hit the kitten. Exactly what it's like. I don't know why they want to rub themselves in it. Can you imagine finding something so? Yes, you can. The kitten's pissed off. It's like, why are you guys so high? What you guys doing?
In the ground here?
No. My favorite things are voiceovers.
I took the drugs and the drugs are working. And the drugs are working.
Oh, very famous cat. I don't know his name right now. Coal and Marmalade. This is Marmalade.
Did you smoke this morning?
Coal.
Did you smoke this morning?
Oh, sure.
Please don't bother me.
Did you smoke this morning?
Me?
Yeah.
Themselves in it. It's just they want more of it. No, it does affect some kittens. It does affect some kittens. Look, if you go to what we just watched, the kittens were doing it. We're reacting to it. I haven't gotten my cats one of these things. I wonder if I should get it. I've gotten a catnip ball before, and that so it's not on the wall. It's Gordon. Axel would throw that thing around the freaking apartment the whole night, and it would make such a noise that's why we never got another one. But because it's a hard thing. You've got that on your wall. Do they do that to it, or do they just lick it?
Pav, your cat has a slight addiction to catnip.
Great. He's crashed out. Look at him.
Hands up, leave him on red. I don't answer.
Oh, that's just a normal cat being weird. That's not catnip. That's oh shoot. They rub against it and lick it, yeah. Okay, where are we at? No, we still got time. It's I'm okay with cat videos right now. Okay, what did he say? Like 40% or 60% of the videos on the internet are cats. Wait, let's do cats. Try not to laugh. 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I don't like cats getting injured, so 8 years ago. Let's see. But hey, we're starting, all right? Everybody, are you ready? Remember, try not to laugh. That's what we're doing now. You good? You good? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I just love them so much. You guys ready? Oh shit. Okay, fine, we'll try again. I can smile, right? I can smile. Just took some breaths there. Didn't laughing because I know what's gonna happen, but not really. What's the penalty for laughing? What should it be, guys? What should it be? Bear in mind it's 20 to 12 where I'm at. You know what, we could do 10 push-ups. Ooh. That's not a punishment, but I mean, okay, we could. 10 push-ups. Okay, we got 10 push-ups from Gay Rex Victim. Other suggestions, welcome. Squats. Okay. I'm probably... I think a push-up would be a better to look at than that. 2 shots of what? Because I've got wasabi. I've got little bits of wasabi. I used to do that. What? 2 shots or push-ups for 10 shots of 2 shots for of wasabi. You have to drink it. Just hold on. Like, I'll show you what I have. But the thing is, I do like wasabi. This is why I have it. Can you imagine this? It's basically from sushi that I've kept it. But I love it. Wasabi. Yeah, the thing with this camera is that it really is good when you go up close. And you can see everything if it autofocuses. You can see absolutely everything. You guys can see whether I need to pluck my eyebrows. You can see the little... Yeah, so looks like bait. What this... That's extreme. 2 shots of wasabi. No. It won't be this whole thing, but I'll put it on my finger. And... Yeah, okay, fine. We'll discuss. Probably gonna happen. And I like wasabi, so it's okay. Okay, so let's go. It's hard because this is a teeny. Xena's like this. I need to actually get pictures of Xena for you guys. Vika's seen Xena. Vika knew me when I was streaming and I would have Xena with me. Black cat. My cats do not do this when the guys are cleaning the windows, but also because the guys that are cleaning the windows are not that cute and nice to them. I just went, that's not a laugh. music makes it. The music. Is there a certain cat behavior that will sideways walking? Okay, cats. It doesn't count as a laugh if I make myself laugh by thinking about it, right? But sideways cat walking, you know, the thriller, that cat kind of walk, that will probably get me. And yes, that cat made that dude's day. You know what? If I'd done that, I would be like, every single floor that I get to, I'd be like, oh, please be a cat. Please can I have another cat? And then it's at least nice that he didn't scare the cat. The cat's like, yeah, let's play. This is where people go, oh, it's orange cat behavior. No, that's just cat behavior. It's just, there's nothing interesting. Cats just do this shit.
Wait for it. Wait.
Wait for it. Catch it. Oh my gosh, this is killing me. He must catch it. Come on! I'm gonna use this to go to sleep too. Because I'll just think of a cat going around. You know, like you can count sheep and just go, cat goes round, cat goes round, cat goes round. Wow.
Just wait for Ollie to get up and hit him.
Oh, he's dizzy. He's dizzy. Okay, that's one. The thing is, hold on, guys. He's dizzy. Look how he stops and just like lies there. That's proper. That's a cat being dizzy. Should I do the thing now? Okay. So we can figure out what one actually lands up being. So cat is liquid, yeah. Okay, so that's what I meant by like one. So that's one shot. Okay. Huh? It tastes like mustard. It's also, I suppose it's not as fresh, so it's fine. I do this with wasabi anyway. When I have sushi, obviously this means that there was a lot of sushi, so I couldn't eat all of the wasabi. Just returned is that wasabi? Yes, it is. So this is the second one. It's not the deep green we have here. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit dried, but yeah, it's hurting my stomach. Oh, let me keep it in my mouth like longer, like a sweet. No, it's really nice actually. Yeah, it looks like pistachio paste. No, it is wasabi, but it's like basically like hot mustard right now. So if you keep your wasabi for long enough, it'll just be like that. Although, yeah, my stomach, like down here, it's burning. Litter box. That's what my cats do with the litter box. You have all of the litter to dig in, but they do that on the side. And you guys have probably heard it. If it wasn't for noise cancelling, you would hear it more often. that's power bait. What they're doing, that they're just showing their power. You expected the fingertip amount to be less than that, but that's how I usually eat it. Tori used to do this. You can just eat a thing you like eating as punishment. You can't just eat it like. I mean, I like to eat a lot of things. There's not much that I don't eat, guys. There isn't. We actually realized this. I'm actually pretty easy. Tuna, like chicken. What don't I like? I guess. I don't think that this was that hard. That's difficult. And but hey, it listen, Rex, it hurts my stomach. So there. Even eggplants, yeah, eggplants are very good. There's carrots in the fridge. The dubs are hilarious. Let's go here. Fine, this is my favorite dubs, right? If you want to go to my favorite dubs, it's Rockstar. Whatever, Rockstar. But he doesn't have cat-only content. Laugh Break Classics. I want to see if there's a certain one with a cat in it that I want. After she laughed like 4 times. What? I like him and Dusty dubs. Oh yeah, Dusty is great. Do you know KLR as well? Let's see.
Ready for the Rockstar show. In like 3, 2, 1, let's go.
And I was like, you trying to order caviar, lobster, and steak on our first night out? What you got in mind? I told her bring me 2 checks, please.
There's one where he's like, who the hell are you talking to? It's my favorite one. I should have favorited it. What's your pet saying? No, it's that why doesn't he just do cat only? Water Dogger. I like him in Dusty Dub. Water Dogger. But yeah. Let's see which ones here. He does a lot more dogs than anything. Dusty does the one with the gangster cats. Here's one.
No, not James. Dang, not James.
Say, get your foot off my face like that, boy.
Say, James, I thought you was dead.
This ain't no good time.
James, no. Why aren't you up? There we go.
Find your ball.
I'm trying. You see all this fluffy stuff around here? It's like...
Do you want to rock and roll?
Well, I'm a country horse, but I least...
Find your ball.
I'm trying.
I really wish I could find the right Pibbles. Yes, Pibbles. Yeah, I'll get Dusty Dubs. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, Shane. Does he have a? Let's see if he's got like a compilation of Dusty Hilarious voiceover mashups. Let's just see the shorts here. Grandpa cats. Oh, I saw this.
I swear this grass has grown 10 inches since I mowed yesterday. Damn kittens today think
This cat, this cat is like 30 or something, 20, almost 30.
the whole world's their litter box. Oh, fiddlesticks! I forgot my hearing aid inside. What? I'm a-comin'. I'm going as fast as these old bones can carry me. It's all this damn ticky-tacky. Everybody's in a hurry all the time.
Oh, you guys wish your cat can actually be that old. Like they get that way. As long as your cat can walk and he's just take him to the vet a lot more when he's a senior citizen.
Arthritis is... Yeah? Did you call my name? I remember when it was all just trees and hills. I done stepped on 3 turds since I've been out here.
Oh.
Bit tricky without my teeth in. What? Yeah, it's my cataracts. Blasted sun wreaks havoc on them. I'm headed to shade. Is that someone yelling for me? Huh? You'll have to speak up if so. A cat with a hearing problem. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Why did I...
Adorable.
Oh, this is just tremendous. Try and get me, Frank. You're too slow. I'm not slow. You're like a waterlogged cotton swab. Oh, you take that back. Here.
I'm looking for it. Yeah, it's just a cat one. Airplane mode.
You're really getting on my nerves today, Stuart. And I'm sick of your face. I'll cut your whiskers off and karate chop your face. Play it cool, Stuart. He can smell your fear. When my ears are in airplane mode, do not disturb.
With the ovaries, they're coming to get my ovaries. Kenneth, they're kind of coming to get my ovaries. Dusty Dubs ovaries. Then this one, yeah.
It's today! Today's the day, isn't it? Kenneth, what are you talking about? I said I was getting spayed! Oh, they said they were going to Spain. Are you positive, Frank? For bluff's sake, Kenneth, calm down. No.
He's always got Kenneth. Like, I don't know why. There's always this name. There's certain names. Like, KLR has Sharon for the human. There's always a Sharon. He likes Kenneth.
I'll get spayed for sure. You can't get spayed, Kenneth. You don't have ovaries. What? What happened to my ovaries? Are they over here? Maybe I left them over here. Oh, this is a catastrophe. I can't find them, Frank. Kenneth, that catnip is making you paranoid. I gotta find my ovaries. Are they under here? No, they're not under there, you ginger-colored crackhead.
Oh, I love him. Guys, go ahead and subscribe. Why am I not subscribed? No. How am I not? Oh, it's subscription. Okay. Kenneth, Daryl, Anuti, Dusty Dubs, Piddles. Does that Piddles? Yeah.
The name's Piddles. Meow, she. Me and my boys run this side of town. Meow. Cross us and it's curtain.
So this is a whole bunch of this group of cats is all special needs cats.
We'll give you the concrete paws, see? Meow, she. Meow, she. Did you get the nip? Meow, the catnip. What? I said to meet with Sammy the Siamese. Meow. I guess I gotta do everything.
Sure, he must have been hurt or something. He broke his jaw or something.
Around here. Someone's getting the concrete paw, she. Meow. Well, as it turns out, get this. My muscle Blinky never blew the deal, she.
Blinky.
Never, boss. Sammy the Siamese.
Blinky. What's the other one? There's one that's like a T-Rex.
This was a no-show, and that's a no-no, see?
That's right, boss.
And listen, when you get fluffed over, you get even.
Do you ever, boss?
Look at the font.
When you get fluffed over, you get even.
Who's there?
I catnapped Sammy's right-hand Whiskers Romano, see?
Piddles, is that you? Blinky?
He's tucked away in a basement in a straitjacket now, see? And my paws are clean at the whole thing.
The background and everything. Good lord. So he's the gangster cat. Charles is new to TikTok, so give him a follow and see. Okay. It's on TikTok.
The name's Piddles. Huh? What's that? Are you looking at me? Psh, people staring at the boss. Don't make me come over there. You know what? I'm coming over there. Yeah. You best keep swiping.
The best thing is, yeah. You're gonna be late. See ya, Vika. I'm almost done here anyway. I've got to get some lunch just now. What? Oh, shall we go into a am I the asshole? What can we do here? What little gags? I guess this has injected something nice into my algorithm, I'd say. Let's see if it tries to give me some other stuff. Cat makes the rules. YouTube ads are getting ridiculous. Nope. The best talking animal clips. Rufus Good Boy. Sand paradox. Mindfuck paradoxes that will keep you up at night. Let's go. Let's get into the little.
So let's say you're sitting at home and you're bored because let's say it's 1977 and there's no such thing as the internet or smartphones.
I don't know if I can deal with this person's voice.
Looking for something to do to entertain yourself, you suddenly remember that heap of sand that's in the corner of your living room. I mean, everyone's got one of those. So you decide you're going to relocate the heap of sand to another part of the living room. Except just to make it fun, you decide to move the heap one grain at a time. Why would you do such a thing? Well, kids, because the one thing they did have in the 70s were drugs. Really, really good drugs. So as you're moving the sand grain by grain, a thought occurs to you.
Okay.
At what point does the heap of sand not become a heap anymore? Obviously, if you move one grain, it's still a heap. Same thing with 2 or 3.
Okay.
But what about 100? 1,000?
This is semantics.
1,000? And once it's not a heap anymore, what exactly is it besides?
Okay, so we're talking about heaped sugar and what's the name? Well, what's the other version?
It's a big mess on your floor that you're gonna have to clean up later. The sororities paradox is all about the vagueness of language. Because the word heap doesn't have a specific quantity assigned to it, the nature of a heap is subjective. It also leads to false premises. For example, if you try the paradox in reverse, you start with a single grain of sand, which is not a heap. Then you could argue that 1 grain of sand plus another grain of sand is also not a heap. Then 2 grains of sand plus another grain of sand is also not a heap.
I think 3 grains of sand is a heap.
This continues until the statement, a quadribajillion grains of sand is not a heap, which, as we know, does not make sense. Of course, moving a pile of sand from one part of the floor to another part doesn't make a lot of sense either. This experience teaches us 2 things. First, language can be subjective.
Words are hilarious, thanks.
And may have a different meaning from person to person. And secondly, don't do drugs, kids, especially in the 70s. But what you should do is subscribe. The Hangman's Paradox. Let's say you're making a cross-country trip, and you get caught speeding in one of those small towns in the south. You go before a judge that has a reputation of being one of the toughest judges around, but you're not too worried. After all, you were just going 7 over the speed limit. How bad could the punishment be? And then the judge sentences you to death. Not only that, he's kind of a dick about it. He tells you that the hanging will take place at noon on one weekday in the following week, but that the execution will be a surprise. You won't know the day of the hanging until the executioner knocks on the cell door at noon that day. The more you think about it, you realize 2 things. First, that's a terrible surprise. The second thing that occurs to you is they're not really going to hang you. You've thought about it logically, and here's why you came to that conclusion. You begin by concluding that the surprise hanging can't be on Friday, because if he hasn't hanged you by Thursday, there's only one day left, and so it won't be a surprise if you're hanged on Friday. You then reason that the surprise hanging can't be on Thursday either, because Friday has already been eliminated, and if you haven't been hanged by Wednesday noon, the hanging
longer a heap, even though the body of the sand has the same amount of grains. See, very true, very true.
must occur on Thursday, making a Thursday hanging not a surprise either. And with the same reasoning, you conclude that the hanging can't also occur on Wednesday, Tuesday, or Monday. And joyfully, you retire to your cell, confident that the hanging will not occur at all. The next week, the executioner knocks on your door at noon on Wednesday, which, despite all the above, was an utter surprise to you. Everything the judge said came true. Hopefully this taught you a couple things. First, no matter how smart you think you are, and I know you're smart because you're watching my videos, there's always something you didn't see coming. And the second takeaway, stay out of the South. If you absolutely have to drive through there, go the speed limit. The teleportation.
Yeah, this is the millennial talk that I can't deal with. I don't know if this person is millennial or not, but okay, for the last few minutes, we can do an Am I the Asshole section. So let's see. So there's a lot more we can talk about with a Am I the Asshole? Okay. That's stupid. That's a really no. Am I the asshole for banning users with scam links and other domains mostly bots use? That's not fun. Would I be the asshole for telling my African American friend that she can't gatekeep my culture? Interesting. So I, female 26, I am of Asian descent. I won't specify which for just a little privacy. Okay, because you might find her. Skrrrt! What's Gucci? Hey, Matt. We are just chilling because the world is burning. We just want to have a bit of a chill night. Okay, not that it's nighttime for me. Try Noah's Art Part 1. It's a cute, funny cartoon. All right, let's do it. I don't know. I'll check it out before I share the screen. Noah's Art. Link to full video. It's all just talking about Noah's Art Part 1. World is burning and you just want to grill in the flames of it. Is it this cartoon? This. Subtitles Greek. Is it this? They're just loading a whole bunch of animals on top. Please tell me it's not this. Tell me. Yes, it is. Okay.
Check. Navel Myrmexopacithorax. Check. Camponotus vicinus. Check. Formicula lugubrus. Which one's that again? The hairy wood ant. Oh yeah, check. Lucius brunius.
Oh, I love the Australians. That's great.
The bullet ant? No, it's a brown tree ant. You should know this by now. And lastly, the woodlouse ant. Myrmecina graminicola. Check. Right, well, how many species of ant is that then?
12,348.
Okay, great.
Dad, do we have to take all those different ants?
Of course we do! Now hurry up, where are you going to put them?
Well, I thought up on level 3 with the squirrels, frillneck lizards, weasels, dung beetles, panthers, hedgehogs, caterpillars, hamsters, beavers, sawflies.
Beavers?
Skunks.
Hang on.
Did you guys see what Zerofux just did? I'll get it out.
Are we talking about level 3 or level 2?
3.
No, I told you, beavers can't go on level 3. They have to go on level 2 with the elephants, inchworms, koalas, fruit flies, sloths, possums, bisons, polar bears, cockroaches, grasshoppers, gerbils, armadillos, goannas, red
quick,
pandas.
my wife just got stung off a bee.
Hold on, Ham, we're in the middle of something here.
Just got stung off a bee. Okay.
Now, Shem, why are you putting ants anywhere near the frill-neck lizards? They eat ants, so if one of them gets out of its box, what's going to happen?
Well, alright, I'll put the ants up the other end with the moths, lemurs, badgers, ladybugs, pelicans, horses, mallards,
Oh,
chipmunks.
speaking of horses.
Yeah, okay, so it's just all about, they're just loading a whole bunch of them up. Just hold on, let me get the... So we've got the ants, they're talking about ants. Horses, manders, ladybugs, pelicans, horses, man.
Dad, I forgot to tell you, the male horse that was hosting the large redworm parasites died.
What? I thought the female rabbit had the large redworms.
No. The rabbit is hosting the pinworms and one of the ticks.
Pinworms and ticks? Dad, it won't survive that.
Well, what can I do? The parasite species have to have a host to live in.
So what should I do
Well,
about
whatever,
the horse?
but where do you want me to put the ants and lizards?
I
and
don't...
Check this out. Wow, this is really good. Wanted. Zerofax is a great meme lord. Distribution of feline narcotics. Let's see here. Drug making tool. List of clients. Hold on, let's open it up. Zerofax, really. Nicely done. List of clients, list of known clients. What's the reward, guys? Nicely done. I'm have to figure out where to put my growing distribution plant. Commentary set, review overview, expository commentary set. Ouchie. You know what? The wasabi is actually hurting my stomach now. So joke's on you. I mean on me. Nose ring theory. Okay, you know what? Just to finish it off, guys, what I actually want to do is go and watch a video that I was going to watch anyway. So we are going to watch the How to Train Your Dragon. Lol, thanks for playing it. It's my kind of humor, but I have to be in a certain mood for it to land. Hold on. How to Train Your Dragon review. Seeing as I watched it on this weekend, I'm trying to see. Was it in my save watch later? This week. There we go. I'm not gonna care about Stuckman's review. Jeremy, no. Film Thread, no. Sorry. It's not who I was looking for. Slimpy, Sleepy, Greenland, Cinema Joe. Oh, let me just go to my subscriptions and I'll find it. Or is it in my watch later? And then we're out of here. Then I'll go and have some lunch. The Culture Crusade. I don't want to have that video. Watch that video. Seriously injured. This is The World is Burning. Honestly. Law and Crime. She's Unhinged. Blah blah blah. I need to start a new algorithm. Like Light Kitty. Okay. Let's see. Julie deep dives. Sheesh. Wow. What is with this new layout? Is it just because I'm zoomed in? Okay, there we go. Let's go. There we go. It's Tharias and Levitt. Sorry. I like Tharias. He's fun. Hey, Atheist Gamer. Okay, let's go. He's cute.
Hollywood, you did it to me again. I thought I had all I could take with these live-action remakes of animated movies. I'd seen one too many, and I reached my limit. I didn't even see Lilo and Stitch, not even to review it.
I wasn't interested in seeing Lilo and Stitch.
Done. Kaput.
I watched the original. That's what I did.
Finished. But then along comes a live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon.
And I wasn't. Listen, I wasn't going to go and see it. I was going to leave it. That's it. But then I heard it was. I just heard that it was. Oh, it's like a shot-for-shot remake. So I was like, yes, I'll go and watch it. So that's what I did. That was my birthday present. I went to go and watch the movie, and I immensely enjoyed it.
Couldn't not chime in on this one because I really love the animated movie.
I really love the animated movie too. I don't know if anyone is there anyone who doesn't like it. And if you don't, and yet you like cats. Do you understand that Toothless is modeled on a cat?
Rewatched it just the other day. This is a magical film. And if
It is a magical film. I am in absolute agreement. It's a magical film. And I came home and I watched the original after I watched the new one. Just because I was like, wait, which bits were different? Which bits did they change? Because there were little bits. But either way, it's just a magical movie.
they fucked it up, I was gonna let them know. But this
I was scared.
Wasn't like a lot of these other remakes that we've been getting. The buzz around this one was actually encouraging. They brought back the original writer-director, the original composer. It seemed like they were really committed to stay.
I enjoyed the music even more in this movie. Maybe it was because I was just in IMAX and that's what it was. So I was wondering about, I didn't know things about the composer and the music and things like that, but I was wondering, I was actually really enjoying the music. Maybe it was just because it sounded louder.
Being faithful to the animated movie and not making any weird changes to update it. They even brought back Gerard Butler to play Stoic again. There was
they had to do that. They had to do that.
Reason to be optimistic.
You cannot have it. You cannot not have. I don't know who else you would have as Stoic anyway.
Here, and I'm happy to say that while there is one gigantic, glaring problem with the film, I'll get to it.
Yeah, you'll get to it. I'm wondering which one it is, and I don't know if it's gigantic. It might be a small problem for me.
Overall, it's better than it had any business being. Just in terms of it being an adaptation, there's a lot to feel positive about here. The screenplay is like 90 to 95% just copied and pasted from the original animated movie.
And that is okay. Okay, Charles has said, Willis Credia from, you know him from Thinkers. He has said that we shouldn't be telling studios we like this sort of thing because then they're just going to go and do remakes and remakes and remakes. But I really was so excited that this was a remake that just didn't ruin it. So there was something new about it, that it wasn't just you fucked it up. It did what it was supposed to do. It made little changes and that was it. Okay, you can make complaints about it because there's certain girl bossy moments and things like that, but it's like it's still the story about a boy and his dragon. Okay, like you can really get over the little changes a lot.
They stick to the story, they don't deviate from it, they recreate so many of the scenes, and the dialogue is...
And yes, recreating the scenes, the shots and things like that, the ones that you really want to see in a live action with like the dragonness of it. You want those kinds of scenes to be, you want to see what it's like to have that in like a live action, have with what that is like with the live version of Toothless. It's really cool. Some of it I had to get into this thing of it's a bit campy in the beginning because they are acting in this cartoon world, and they're using the same script that the cartoons did, so you kind of have to get used to them talking. They're not talking like cartoons, but they are humans, and they're a bit over the top with that they did that a little bit with the costumes and things like that, but yeah, it still was a bit jarring in the beginning.
Virtually identical in many cases. In fact, there are plenty of sequences that are so slavishly adapted, they're almost shot-for-shot recreations. The musical score is so similar, they might as well have just...
I like the way they designed the dragons. I don't prefer Life was closer to the book rather than just a copy-paste of the animated movie. I suppose I actually want to get the book. I didn't know about the book until I just saw at the end based on the book. I was like, oh yeah, shit, there is a book. So I don't know how different the book is compared to this. But what I really liked was also the way they had these highly stylized dragons in the cartoon, and then the way they brought them to life in the live action was something that I was going to the movie to see. That's what you wanted from a live action, is like, what will they make it look like? And they really did such a good job, because look at the nightmare. Okay, so I mean, like this, you can see it's a bit too like you're like whoa. You know, sometimes his eyes are actually have a bit too much depth. So some of the cute stuff is not as cute compared to the cartoon, but it still hits home for me. It still does it. It's not uncanny valley weird stuff that you're just like it makes you feel uncomfortable. I enjoyed how realistic they made Toothless.
Shot recreations. The musical score is
Eventually I was okay with him. Initially I was like, yeah, he's not clumsy enough. He's actually too good looking to be Hiccup. But eventually he does. It felt like he actually got into the role as the scenes went by. So I don't know, just certain like the one where he walks away after he's like, I've got to go. I'm gonna go. Like, and certain awkward things he really got into. So I enjoyed him.
Is so similar they might as well
have
just cut it out of the shot recreations. The musical score is so similar they
like so the Nightmare does have that long snout and things like that, but and they could have been tempted to make these very Game of Thronesy as well, but they didn't. I enjoy the way that they're still stylized, these monsters, but at the same time they've got the realistic thing. So it was so cool to just see that. And I guess that is not what you want the studios to do, is just basically remaster their movies. But I don't know, they did it. I enjoyed it.
They might as well have just cut it out of the original and slapped it onto this one. And those are all
like even the jokes, all of the jokes. So actually, if you watched the original and then went and watched this one, it might not have been great. Whereas for me, I hadn't watched the original in a while, and then I went to watch this one. So that's why I had to rewatch when I got home. Like my husband was like, "Oh, didn't you just watch this movie?" So I'm like, "Yeah, it wasn't the exact movie. Okay, I'm watching the animated one to see the differences," and I enjoyed it yet again. It's just such a good story, and I think it's Toothless. It's because of Toothless.
all good things, by the way. First rule of adaptations: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So far, so good. And actually, being in live action lends itself really well to this story. Believe it or not, there are some parts that come off even better here than they did in the original. Like
there are certain parts. There's some parts. It's weird. There's certain parts of the story that translated better into the live action with their faces, the actors doing certain things, like when and the adaptation that they did, like one of the one of the things that Astrid did, instead of saying sorry, she just goes sorry and whatever when they're flying in the cartoon. She actually says, "Toothless, I'm sorry." And a tiny little change like that was actually really good. And I was like, wow, look, they made a good change with Astrid, because Astrid, that's probably the only thing I would have a problem with. And it's not about the race changes and things like that. It's actually just her character. Yeah, I prefer animated Astrid because she's a little bit more funny and nice.
The learning to fly sequence was fantastic.
Oh, it was freaking fantastic. I saw it in IMAX, boys. Oh, it was great. Actually, I want to go and see this movie again.
It's great in the animated version, but now it has a genuine sense of danger and a real rush of adrenaline too when it gets to the uplifting part. It's an exhilarating sequence. The acting—
Oh no, there's a fire alarm. It's lunchtime, so there's fire alarms. Oh, guys, we're gonna have to stop. I don't know if you... Okay, it turned off. Take it seriously. Oh, you know how many times there is a fire alarm in this building, in any high-rise building in Dubai? So basically, you kind of sniff around to see if there's smell, if there's some smoke, and hey, the alarm went off now. So it's like you basically they check whether it's a real fire. They phone you. They're like, I've made the alarm go off once with my stove. Saw a building in Dubai in flames on news the other day. Yeah, that was in the marina, which is not near me. Not that matters. It's but yeah, people got out, and the point is, I have to get my cats out. If that's the case, sorry, that's what I'm doing. I don't give a shit. It's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put them in backpacks, and I'm gonna run downstairs. I should probably try and practice that, but I don't want to traumatize them. So that every time the bell rings, they think she's gonna snatch me up and take me. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll be out of a high rise in the next few months, because this sort of thing, it happens all the time. Fire alarms just all the time, no matter where you're at. But I think it can at least slow down a bit if we're in a smaller apartment building.
And the effects are great. It's shot very well. Best scene in the whole movie. Also, the visuals are really strong. Burke looks just like it did in the cartoon. It's amazing. They did a great job recreating all the sets. The dragons are impressive. Stormfly, Meatlug, and the others, they're all in there. The effects team definitely worked really hard to create these new live-action renditions of them, so they all look like they're supposed to look, but they don't look like cartoons anymore.
Exactly. Great stuff.
Look damn good here. It's hard to nitpick this stuff. The visuals are top-notch. The one weird thing, though, is Toothless. And you've seen the trailers, so you know what I'm going to say here. Toothless still looks like a cartoon. I mean, if they reused...
Yeah, but he's supposed to be he's cartoony. That's his whole mouth. His mouth is that big. He's a bubble. Like, his whole structure is bubbly.
The same CG models or whatever the cartoon used, it wouldn't have surprised me. He might as well have walked right out of the cartoon and into this movie.
No, but you can see his scales a lot more, and the scales are a different shape, sir. I noticed the scales when he picks up the scales in the live action, they're like this, and in the cartoon they're round. Big difference.
Movie, and it's kind of jarring. Why did the other dragons get the live action makeover, but Toothless still looks like the cartoon version? Yeah, it's
because he has to. Because he's cute. He has to be cute. You can't make him not cute. They had to get him right, and they couldn't change him too much. I'm okay with Toothless. If your problem is with Toothless.
a real mystery, isn't it? I wonder what the reason could be. So that was an odd choice, and the look of Toothless does stand out in live action. It takes a little getting used to, but Toothless is still Toothless. He might be a little...
That's the thing. He still has he's still expressive and whatever. He's not like the Lion King. We don't want a Lion King thing. We need him to have these big expressive eyes and things like that. He has to be, but it seems like they didn't model him too much on a cat this time. I don't think they even had the little wiggle before he pounces. I don't think they had it.
A little less expressive now, but he still has all his personality, and the relationship with him and Hiccup works. So the important stuff is still there. So the aesthetic and...
Yes, because if the relationship was not... If he was really that far out, it would be a problem. If they've gotten him wrong, I agree.
Technical details get a thumbs up, but here's where things get a little bit dicey. I know some people were concerned about this, because Berk is supposed to be this Nordic Viking village with characters who look a certain way, and are they going to play the DEI?
Well, they made it... What I liked about this... Sorry, I'm just preempting what he's going to say, but I'm thinking... They made an in-world reason. They referred to it. They kind of lampshaded it by saying, okay, all of our tribes came to this area for the dragons, and they've got all the different tribes, and all the kids come from different tribes as well. So that they've kind of made an in-story version for that. But it seems like they're also setting it up so Astrid is the chief.
Card and add all this weird forced diversity that doesn't make sense in that time period in that part of the world? Yes, they do. But it really doesn't affect the story or the characters at all. Literally, all it means is that there are some background extras who are not white. One or two of them might have a single line of dialogue in a few scenes. If you're bothered by that, I don't know what to tell you. It's not
really, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not a big deal, okay? It's fine. Trust me, there is something in the movie to be annoyed about, but this is a nothing.
And then it makes you go, yeah, I don't really care. Like when in the cartoon, I wasn't thinking of people's races. And then now, obviously, when we new movies, we have to now look through the lens of race. And then you're like, I'm watching a kid's movie with cartoonish kinds of dragons. I'm really okay with race swapping. I'm fine with that. Okay.
Burger. All right, we're in good shape so far. But the main cast is where it becomes a good news, bad news situation.
You had to have Gerard Butler in.
Stoic? Come on, nobody was worried about Stoic. It's still Gerard Butler playing him. He looks like Stoic. He's got the voice.
I like the way they made the whole character like this. They didn't try and be too realistic with it. They literally made him massive.
Stature, his arc wasn't screwed with. This is Stoic the Vast in live action. He's pitch perfect, no notes. Nick Frost as Gobber?
It's okay.
I liked him. It's a new take. He's a little different. This Gobber is a bit less goofy, a bit more serious.
Yeah, but it worked.
And I was a little put off by that at first because Gobber was one of the funnier characters in the original, but
Yes, at first, a lot of the stuff in the beginning was like, ooh, okay, I've got to adjust for it. And then you get into it and you're like, I fucking love this.
it grew on me pretty quickly. Now, he's still got that surrogate uncle dynamic with Hiccup, but I wasn't totally feeling it. And that's weird because all the scenes they should have together are still there. But because this Gobber is a little bit more stern and surly, that relationship doesn't flow as easily. I think him and Hiccup needed a couple more scenes. They didn't need to be from the animated movie. Some new
Like the most awkward part of the movie with them is when he goes, "You can't contain this." You know, like you have to go. And I'm considering making my own review now.
scenes would have been helpful here. Otherwise, Gobber was really good. But the big question is, how is our lead, Hiccup? I had some doubts about Mason Thames because he doesn't really have the look. Hiccup is supposed
He doesn't have the look. He's too good looking. He is.
to be a geek. This guy is no geek. So the look was kind of a hard sell, but turns out he's a strong actor. He makes for a good lead. He might not have Jay Baruchel's comedic chops, but he really gets the character. Hiccup's awkwardness is all there. He's got good dramatic beats. He holds his own with the adults. Also, he does really well with special effects. When he's acting opposite the CG Toothless, he's great. He doesn't lose anything. And that can be tough for an actor because there's nothing on set to play off of, but it does.
Oh, I freaking loved the scene. But you know when, okay, so they draw. He draws, and then Toothless goes and draws on the sand, and then he goes and like, the scene where they basically eventually that they land up touching. Oh my god, I cried. It's beautiful.
Doesn't feel fake at all. It's just like the animated movie. It's supposed to come off like a boy and his dog, and he really gets that right. And what's more, he's terrific with green screen. And we've seen this over and over. When actors are
The flying scenes were really, really good. You felt like you are just on it. Oh god, I just want to rewatch this thing.
working on green screen sets, a lot of the time they don't know what they're reacting to, so they just look confused. And there's a glaring example of that with a certain other actor here. But even when Thames is on a green screen set, watch him closely. He never drops character. He's always reacting to something. So even though the scenery is all done with computers, his performance really sells it. So he might.
I didn't even realize it was selling it to me. Like I was just in it. So I that's what it's got to be. I think that's what it's got to be like. He's right. So he's actually particularly good. I think the next time I watch this, it's going to hit me how different the other actors, etc. are.
Not look exactly like Hiccup, but acting-wise, I thought Thames did a great job. Snotlout is solid. Again, the actor doesn't really look like Snotlout. He never.
But he still had this energy. Like I was like, I don't think that looks like him, but he did do it. They made him not as bad as the cartoon.
Never got beaten by the same ugly stick that Snotlout did, but his comedic timing is definitely the best out of the younger cast, and he.
Yes, out of all of them, he's pretty funny.
Gets the character also. Another good job here. The twins.
He's really well done, but they had to do this, and they made it. I suppose they made it for this gag that their mom can't tell them apart, and I guess that's why you did it. But it would have been funny if they both looked the same. Yeah,
they're eccentric enough for Rough Nut and Tough Nut, but they're way too.
They are eccentric, and she does this thing. We girls got to stick together, until it's just me and you. Then I'm gonna take you out. That was pretty cute. I like that.
Too old, and they're not funny at all. They don't seem like bad actors, but
he is funny. He is just funny. I don't know. I found him funny. He made me laugh.
Didn't make me laugh once. They're played more like.
Well, he made me laugh, okay?
Straightforward bullies. And it's not because the script is that different. It isn't. It's a performance issue.
Literally, it is the same script. Like, literally the same joke. Oh, it's the size of my... Jumps on his nose, everything.
Okay, they're not going to be as funny as Kristen Wiig and TJ Miller, but the funny lines are still in there. They're just not delivered in a funny way. So the twins just seem weird and awkward now. The actors are trying, but it just doesn't click.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that was maybe a bit of the thing that seemed campy with the youngins, not from Hiccup, but from the my phone is dying. Shh, it's okay. Not from Hiccup, but from the other the teens basically. They the way they said their lines. Okay, so the one guy that the one that's supposed to be ugly, that's simping over the girls, whatever. He was fine, but the rest of them, when they deliver their introductory lines, when they're just being mean to Hiccup, and Astrid is also mean to him, it was cringy. But it was only the first few minutes, so it didn't take you all the way out of the movie.
Fish Legs, completely one note. Actor was obnoxious.
Fish Legs was just cute. That's it.
Just didn't like him. So now there's only one major character left, and since we've been on a downward slope, I think you know where I'm going with this. The gloves are coming off for this one, because this personality vacuum, one facial...
Yeah, that's exactly it. The Astrid, like, okay, I get you. I get what they did that, but she was She's not movie breaking. At least it's not about her.
Expression having deer in the headlights girl boss plank of wood is not Astrid. And I'm not even talking about her not looking like Astrid. Although I could. I wasn't going to. I was going to let that slide.
It's not about, yeah, you can completely let it slide. The hair makes it all. I have fallen off. I absolutely have fallen off. I've entered the slop mine.
But then the actress went and poked the bear, so now it's back on the table.
What did she say?
Oh, I could. I wasn't going to. I was going to let that slide. But then the actress.
Nico Parker shuts down backlash over How to Train Your Dragon casting after some fans complain she doesn't have Astrid's original blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay? If I wouldn't value your opinion on most things in life, I could value my own opinion. Okay, whatever. I actually liked that her hair was the same sort of messy as Astrid's hair. It was as the same hairstyle, at least. I didn't need them to be. It's not the way she looks. It's the way she acts for me. I honestly don't care. It really worked. It did work. It's just that there's no softness. There's the softness that you do get. There's like a certain softness you get from Astrid in the because or maybe it's because she's a cartoon and you get more expression from her. Maybe you can get certain notes from her that you can't get from the actual actress, and that's weird when you have this guy that's playing Hiccup so well. You just get this Astrid just felt acrid voice.
Actress went and poked the bear, so now it's back on the table. Who the hell are you getting your PR training from? Rachel Ziegler? Get the damn dye job or wear a wig because Astrid is a fucking blonde, you
She could have been blonde. I don't see why she wouldn't look bad blonde.
media illiterate narcissistic a-hole.
It's Hollywood, baby. Okay, you don't have to yell at her.
Looks aside, it gets worse. Holy shit does it get worse. Because this girl, Nico Parker, cannot act. Her acting sucks. I mean, it fucking sucks.
This look basically is her face the whole time. And the only thing that helped her with her I love this Four's face, by the way. The only thing that really helped her with the emotional connection with Toothless was the fact that they changed her line to Toothless, I'm sorry. The rest, she might as well not even. She doesn't give a shit about Hiccup. But suddenly we do get them kissing at the end. Fine.
Sucks. And no, this is not a gender thing. You guys know me better than that. Every other character in the movie, be they male, female, human, dragon, live action, CG, doesn't matter. Every single one of them is acting circles around this chick. Even the ones who are bad or obnoxious at least look like they're trying. But Nico Parker, I swear, you could have swapped her out for Ruby Rose and the acting range would have been about the same. I promise I'm not exaggerating.
I don't think it was her. I don't know if he's a film guy. He'll probably know a bit more about her acting prowess, but I mean, I enjoyed her in The Last of Us in the beginning, obviously. I don't. Maybe it's direction wise. She's because they did change. They girl bossed her a little bit because the certain lines were dedicated to Stoic finding her, Stoic respecting her, and she's going to be the next chief. All of that sort of stuff was a lot more emphasized than in the animated, and maybe they directed her to be more stoic, I suppose.
Okay, when I say one facial expression, I mean only one. Watch her face. It's the polar opposite of Mason Thames. In the scene where she's supposed to be falling in love with Hiccup, and in the scene where she thinks
she doesn't.
He's dead.
I don't care. I'm just happy about freaking the dragon.
The same facial expression in both scenes. That's the only one she has. Whether Astrid is angry, happy, sad, scared, excited, amazed, it's the same one every damn time. This girl walks around for the entire movie looking like she has no fucking idea where she is. And she doesn't understand the character at all. Astrid has a hot temper. She can be a little dismissive. She's determined to be the best at dragon training, but she also has charisma. There's a warmth about her. There's a little insecurity when someone...
There is this warmth. There is no warmth. There was no warmth that was there, but I don't know if that's just direction. But then again, the people that made the original were involved.
Is better than her at something. She can be hard on herself. She can get flustered and lose her cool. She's not afraid to show her feelings, but she's a bit bashful about that at first. None of that is here. Instead, she plays Astrid as cold and aloof with zero personality. And again, the script is not the problem because Astrid's dialogue from the original film is in there more or less. Some of her lines were changed a little bit and not for the better. And they added this.
Yes. Okay, the one that was changed for the better was Toothless, I am sorry, because she says his name. It's very important. I think it's really good that she says Toothless, I'm sorry, instead of I'm sorry. I think that was really cool. Have you watched Ryan Long's JBP sketch yet? It's super funny.
this really out-of-place new scene where she talks about how she resents Hiccup for being the chief's son because she plans on becoming the chief herself. That scene goes over like a lead balloon, but her character arc is basically the same.
Oh, that whole thing there, you're just like, okay, are you done?
So it's not the script, it's the actress being horrifically miscast, not being able to emote to save her damn life, and not understanding the character at all. Also, and this was even more troubling,
She was not movie breaking because she wasn't that important to me.
she has no chemistry.
This was the second one, we'd be fucked.
With Mason Thames whatsoever. Absolutely none. She comes off as mean and detached in their scenes together. Even, like I said before, a little resentful. Frankly, I couldn't figure out what Hiccup sees in her, aside from Astrid apparently being the only girl Hiccup's age on the entire island. She never
She's hot, that's what he sees.
acts as if she likes Hiccup. The vibe she gives off is more like, well, the script says I have to, so I guess, but I'm not thrilled about it. I know you're cool because you ride a dragon and that's, you know, whatever, but I'm not feeling this. I'd really rather just be the chief. Absolutely zero chemistry. Even when she kisses him at the end, it comes off like the plot is dragging her into a relationship she has no interest in. You're supposed to be rooting for these two to get together, but my takeaway was, Hiccup, there's plenty of fish in the sea, bro. You keep looking, because this girl, she ain't it. And that never changes. Like in the night flight scene where Hiccup and Toothless take Astrid for a ride.
I have to go and rewatch this. I have to rewatch this because I was too focused on the dragon, man. I was there for the spectacle.
And they fly up above the clouds and see the northern lights. In the animated movie,
that is a very magical moment. That is like she holds him and things like, and I'm like, I don't remember that from the movie. She holds him close, and when she gets scared, she holds him a little bit. I'm like, that was not there. Like you notice this in the animated movie. You notice this warmth or whatever.
That scene is beautiful and sweet and romantic. Here, it falls completely flat because Astrid looks and acts like she couldn't care less.
But then there was the nice line that she said, Toothless, I'm sorry.
Isn't even impressed. It's the same damn blank-eyed stare she has on her face in every other scene of this movie. Getting her to admit that the most wondrous thing she's ever seen, which convinced her to change her entire worldview about dragons, is not the worst thing ever, is like pulling teeth. And I'm sorry, I know I can't.
Oh, there, she made a different face. Look, you lied. She made a different face. Look.
Keep harping on this, but Jesus Christ, that's how much this performance stands out. Astrid and the relationship with Hiccup, that's one of the big emotional linchpins of the How to Train Your Dragon story. Not the biggest one, but one of the biggest. And
thank God it's not the biggest one, because if it was, then I wouldn't enjoy the movie.
Because of the way they fumbled this, it just flat out does not work. In an adaptation that is otherwise pretty damn good, this is the one thing about it where you're like, holy shit, someone really dropped the ball here. What happened? If I have any non-Astrid related nitpicks, I'd say that the movie is not as funny as the original was. A lot of that comedy came from casting comedic voice actors who undoubtedly did a lot of improv in the recording booth, and they didn't have that here. So they try to make some jokes, but they don't land all that well. Snotloud can be funny, he's the only one. So overall, the tone is not bad or wrong.
This guy taking the movie very seriously. This is Tharias. He takes every movie seriously. He's gonna yell in every review.
But it's more serious than I was expecting. Just something to keep in mind. Also, the filmmakers were so determined to stick to the original that they weren't able to be very flexible, if that makes sense.
I'm okay with that. I don't want them to be. Dude, the flexibility is what gave us Astrid, okay? So let's relax.
There are times here when adding some new stuff would have been a good thing.
I'm okay. I was waiting for this scene with his hand there. I was waiting for all of that. Even when the thing was starting, I'm like, it better start with This Is Burke. It better start with This Is Burke.
Have said no to some more scenes with Gobber or Stoic or with Toothless to slow things down a little bit because the pace.
They actually took a scene out where him and Toothless are just chilling. And then the dragons, the little dragon comes and lies next to Hiccup. That's actually quite a good scene to put in, but they didn't keep that in.
Pacing is very fast, sometimes too fast. Like the scene where Hiccup and Astrid discover the dragon's nest, you blink and that scene is over. They really needed more coverage on that one. But in the grand scheme of things, that's just little stuff. Look, as live-action remakes go, How to Train Your Dragon is a good one. Is it as good as the animated film? No. Did we really need a live-action version? No. But we could and have done a hell of a lot worse. The filmmakers' hearts were in the right place with this one. Most of it is really good stuff. And outside of the mess with Astrid, there isn't much at all to complain about here. I still say
the reason this is his whole thing is he will complain.
Just stick with the original animated film, but I'm not mad at this remake, and I count that as a win. But here's the bitch of it. This movie being good is kind of a problem, because if it does well, and I think
this is what Charles says, so I guess that's the problem. Is it seriousness or just adding energy to the review performance? It's just adding energy. So he's not going to go and cry. But the thing is, he's passionate, and that's why people watch him. That's why I watch him. I like his anger.
It will. The crowd in my theater applauded when it was over. It's going to make money, but if it does well, it's just going to encourage the studios to keep churning out more of these live-action remakes. And you know, for every good one, there's going to be like 10 terrible ones that only care about exploiting the original to make a quick.
Okay, Okay, but I still enjoy it, okay? Can I just enjoy it?
Day. So, while I appreciate the How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake for being as good as it is, that's not the norm. And I feel like its success means that we're just gonna be getting more of the remakes that are the norm, which is what made me want to be done with these remakes in the first place. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess. I'm gonna try to take this win and cross the other bridge when I get to it. I just hope I don't have to deal with that other bridge for a while. Thanks so much for watching. While you're here, ding that bell icon and follow all—
I've already dunged all of it. Right, guys. Daisy, come here. Daisy, come here. Come and say goodbye. Come here. Come. We are done with the slop today. Daisy is ready to practice the fire drill. Hey, Daisy. Whoop. Oopsie. Guys, we're gonna have to return to a bit more intellectual stuff. Maybe by the end of this week, but I don't know. Right now, I've enjoyed myself today, and I have not actually even been at all itching to diagram anything. So, but that's because we really did watch the stuff on the internet. I'm thinking about we'll do if we do another slop stream, it will be with better slop. You know what I'm saying? We'll with less sloppy slop. That's what I think we're going to do. Remember to like the stream, and even if you didn't like the reaction stuff, tell me in the comments below. That's what I'm doing. I'll be trying to put cats on catnip, but I don't know. I need to consult with some AIs or whatever on how I'm supposed to deal with this, because I don't know where it's going to grow, and I don't think that it could survive on my balcony. Okay, have a nice life, and I will see you on Thursday, because Wednesdays are for videos. Remember those that I said that I was going to do? That's that. And yeah, don't know about this camera. See if you like it. If you don't, what is less sloppy slop? It's okay. So the thing that I've established is slop is literally watching other people's content and not really adding much to it. Okay, literally just reacting to it, not producing anything really except a reaction. So I have decided that diagramming is better reaction content than normal reaction content. So that's why I feel like it's slop. Any reaction content is slop content. But yeah, obviously other kinds of slop is like really bad internet slop. I don't want that. Bad internet slop is AI stuff. I guess compilations, things like that. Things that we watched today still counts as slop. But it was good-natured slop. Anyway, I'm dying of hunger. Less sloppy slop is the reacting to serious video seriously, but still not diagramming. Less sloppy slop is reacting to serious videos seriously, but still not diagramming. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's it. That's exactly it. CS Paffy gets what I'm talking about, but he still thinks I fell off, which is okay. I understand. Will you have a nice life? I hope. I don't know if the outro song, maybe I need to mess around with some AI and change the outro song for when I do a slop stream. Have a nice life. Daisy, say bye. Daisy, say bye. Daisy. There she is. Okay, thanks, bye.
I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks, bye. We're squirky as fuck. Daisy's a mess, but we were having fun the whole time. I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks, bye. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. Daisy's a mess, but we were having fun the whole time. I'll see you next time, bro. Okay, thanks, bye. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. We're squirky as fuck. Okay, thanks, bye.